What's going on, everybody? A lot going on today, man. Devil Wears Prada, crushing at the box office, doing well both here and overseas, overperforming. John and I have very different opinions on the movie. We'll discuss that. Michael also hardly a drop off at all. Looks like it's got a shot at the bill. Will it do it? We'll check that out. Why am I a little late today? Well, because I just finished the Darth Maul series. We'll talk about that. How did that show wrap up? So we have tons of things to discuss. A lot of things in general. Top Gun 3 directors. It's not going to be Kaczynski. So who will it be in general? We'll discuss all this and more. So let's get into it. It's myself, John Roca, Kristian Harloff Show on Monday. Here we go. Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. It is Monday. And man, so much to talk about as I discussed. Joining me on the show today, John Roca is here. We're trying to get the we're hoping that the internet's gonna clear up for him.
Yeah. I just hooked up the Ethernet cord. Hopefully that clears up the pixelation. We shall see.
We shall see.
How you doing? I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Seeing you in a week.
I know it's been a while. Lots happened.
I know lots happened, dude. So I was telling the audience,
yeah,
and we can discuss this right up top. The reason that I was late today is because I was finishing up Darth Maul. I hadn't seen 7, 8, 9, or 10, obviously.
Wow.
And they dropped 9 and 10. So I watched 7 through 10, and I'm going to drop that whole video hopefully tomorrow. You've seen them all, I assume.
No, I haven't seen the last two.
Oh, you haven't seen the last two?
Because they didn't send us the last two, did they? I didn't see the last two.
By the way. So the last two, I can't spoil then. I don't want to spoil.
No, the last two dropped this morning.
They dropped this morning. So I watched them this morning. And I was
East Coast boys are up early to watch.
Oh, I'm bummed that I can't
sorry.
spoil it.
I know.
Let me just say, holy shit.
Oh, good.
It's awesome.
Okay.
It's awesome.
Good.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It answers a lot of questions. It does sets up some things. And there's some things that you saw coming, but in a good way.
Yeah.
It needs to happen because this is the trajectory of where this whole series has kind of been going so far. And they set things up really well. It's emotional. And what it also does in the last, you can attest for this too, for both episode 7 and 8. Because, in the beginning, they're like, oh yeah, it's brutal, but they're just taking out droids. No one else is really it's like, sure, droids are getting taken out, but who cares? But as the series progresses, they start to take out like some of the, the drug dealers, the spice dealers. They start taking out.
Yeah.
And by the time he gets to 7, 8, stormtroopers are getting shot in the head. Some of the other people that we've been with are getting taken out. It's like it's brutal.
Yeah,
it's brutal.
Dark. Yeah.
And I will tell you that I love this series. This was you go back and you watch me. I was like, if they don't air this, I won't care.
Yeah.
It was like, who cares? It's the same shit over and over again. It's going to be the same animations, the same time period. They're not. I'm so wrong about this in general. Yes, it was the same time period, but I was so wrong. I was right in the fact that I was glad Sam Witwer was involved. You can feel his presence involved in this and how he just knows Star Wars so well. And as much as I have been a harsh critic on Filoni definitely deserves flowers on this show as well.
Yeah.
It is very well done. The animation is crisp. There are some times, dude, that it looks live action. And it's brilliant. It's a brilliant show. And it is one of the shows that I am so glad, in the same way I felt about Andor, where I said, who needs this show? And I'm going to start saying about all the shows, because hopefully that's the case, because all the ones that I look forward to, Acolyte, Obi-Wan, Boba Fett, stink. But this show is great.
Yeah, it's been a 1-2 punch, hasn't it, for Disney and Star Wars, like the Wonder Man show and then this show here for Star Wars. And people are loving it, right? And this kind of, it's interesting, Kristian, because we'd spent some time on this show and on other shows, I'm sure separately, talking about how Filoni, there's rumors that Filoni doesn't like Andor, that Andor's approach to Star Wars isn't Star Wars. Well, the dark energy of Andor is all over this show here, Maul Shadow Lord, the feeling of the Empire constricting, freedoms, getting rid of people, his boss getting killed in that episode a few episodes ago. Like, there is some real stuff that's going on here, but it's set in the world of Star Wars. There's still lightsabers, there's still Jedi, there's still Sith, there's the Palpatine, there's all of that like coursing through it, but still has the same dark energy as Andor. So in my mind, I'm like, well, maybe it should be amended a little bit, that he didn't like Andor because Andor didn't have those Star Wars things that people love to see, like lightsabers, like the different creatures, different species, the Sith Lords, the Jedi, but he still likes the darkness. So if this is the path forward, I'm a little more hopeful about where we're going with Filoni and Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know, at least in my side of things, I don't necessarily know if it was ever the darkness was the reason why it's approached very differently. I still stand from what I believe and what I believe. That he just doesn't, not that he doesn't think it's a good show, not that he doesn't think that it's well done, but it doesn't line up in general with the Lucas philosophy of how Star Wars is. But it's a different conversation. It doesn't matter anymore because the show, that show's over. This show, you said, if you're watching this, you should be a little more hopeful. At least in animation, we know that that's Filoni's strength, though.
That's true. That's true.
Now, there's rumors, and I would love that this is the case. I didn't watch the Tales of the Bounty Hunter. I was just like, I just don't care. I'm just done with it. I don't care. I didn't watch it. People say it was good. I don't care.
Right.
Now, if the rumors are true about the Tales of Luke Skywalker, I'll be watching that. Because I want to, because they filled in so many gaps and so much information already with Maul in this series. Now, granted, Tales of Luke Skywalker will be shorter, but you'll see different things. And if that's the path that they are starting to move, and then the big test is going to be Ahsoka season 2.
Yes. That'll be the big test.
Right.
Did he learn?
If he learned, now, one thing that he's learned, at least that we've heard so far, is that they went from just doing volume heavy in Ahsoka to doing real locations like Andor. That's a positive. Now, the question is, can the writing, because the writing doesn't necessarily transfer over with how you write animated. You can get away with a lot animated that you can't get away with in live action, especially at a 22-minute episode in animation. Things can move fast and it's okay. 22 to 27 minutes in live action, if you're doing it the same way, it seems sloppy and it doesn't work.
Right. Yeah. So that's the thing that's you're absolutely right. That's what we're going to see. It's going to be interesting too if Mandalorian and Grogu, which is coming out in 18 days, is exceptional or good. Let's just say good. Then you've got a nice little mini run that you're on here with Star Wars, and you're going, okay, where do we go next with this, with Starfighter and other things coming? So, but look, this is a fantastic series. I haven't finished out the last 2 episodes, but I loved the first 8. They hold up to rewatchability. You really buy the voiceover work, not just from Whitwer, who we knew was great, but everyone else on the show does really great work voiceover wise. And you're right, the animation style really brings you into, I mean, the lightsaber battle sequences in the last episode 8 that I saw, were just jaw-dropping. And so you love this kind of energy, and it pushes back on people who go like, well, I don't watch animation. This is the kind of stuff you should watch if you want to talk about animation, because this is a cut above,
It is a cut above. And look, you've seen when, yes, you have seen this. So when Maul is, walking, this is one spoiler for episode 8 if people haven't seen it. So you can, but it's not a major spoiler. When he is after a battle and he's kind of walking in like the sewers. So you remember, the animation there, the close-ups that they do in his face, there's a shot where he's like laying on the floor and he gets up. I'm like, it feels like live action. I'm like, this is crazy. This animation was so good. What I will tell you, I'll give you friendly advice. You don't have to listen to it if you don't want to. I highly recommend that you react to episodes 9 and 10.
Okay. All right.
Highly recommend that you do that. And then the other thing I would like to discuss, as we've been discussing, I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000,000 times over. If this happens to get to anybody, please, and no offense to anyone else who does music, hire no one else except the Kiners to do so. They are the only ones thus far who get it. And I'm not telling you that Ludwig didn't make a great score for Mandalorian. I'm not telling you that some of these other people didn't have great scores. The Kiners get it more than anything else. They They don't abuse the John Williams themes, but when they use them powerfully. They're subtle. They add it. And when they do their original music, it doesn't seem like it's a different franchise. It seems like it's the same franchise. This is something that needs to be. Then there's 3 of them.
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
3 Kiners. So it's like, oh, you can't have Kevin Kiner do everything. Then don't have his daughter do one. Have his son do one. They get it. No one else should do their music.
Yeah,
that's it. You're out.
They've been on a hell of a run, because you look at the last few years. They did the work for Creature Commandos. They composed Tales of the Underworld. They did Peacemaker. They did those seasons of Peacemaker. They recently did NCIS Origins. I just finished Dark Winds. They've been doing season 4 last night. They've been doing Dark Winds from the beginning, and now you add Maul Shadow Lord, and their ability to work across all different types of shows and really nail the Star Wars stuff is amazing. So yeah, I agree with you 100%. Give them all the Star Wars.
Look, and it's like you don't need to do different composers all the time. Hans Zimmer did all the Batman movies, right? And granted, there were 3 of them, but they're not doing a lot of different movies now. It's like, look, if what's his face? Oh my God, help me with the Starfighter director, Levy. Sean Levy.
Sean Levy. Yeah.
I know he has his own composer, but if I'm phoning him, look, this is the deal. You got to use one of the Kiners. You can pick one. Who do you want to use?
I mean, from Clone Wars to Ahsoka, they've just been ingrained in Star Wars. So they understand it now. It's like anything else. The more you spend time doing something, the more you get better at it, and the more you understand what really works and what doesn't, and the more you can expand from that foundation to create new things and new sounds. Yeah.
I'm telling you. So anyway, just wanted to cover it for obvious reasons. 1, I just finished it. 2, it's May the 4th. I figured that'd be a great one.
Yeah.
They're only suitable for scoring TV shows. No offense, but you have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
He never does.
You have no fucking idea what you are talking about. That is, I love how active you are in this comment section. That is, and I'm saying this lovingly, the stupidest thing anyone's ever said in this show. And people stupid things. I love you to death, Soul Style. You're here all the time, and I love you to death, and I appreciate you. But that is crazy talk. Anyway, so what do you guys think about the show overall? Did you watch it? Without spoiling again, I am going to be hopefully releasing tomorrow my reaction to both 9 and 10. So thank you for sharing your thoughts, and I want to hear what else you can say. Make sure on the Clips channel, if you haven't done that already, make sure you go to the Clips channel and check that out. We're trying to get to, right now I think we're almost at 20,000 subscribers in that channel. Let's get there. So we're trying to get to. I don't know if you know the bet here, John, but
what's the bet?
If the Clips channel gets to 100,000 subscribers by next year, by May 1st, Kevin Smets gets the Inner Geekdom Championship.
Oh, I've heard about Kevin Smets wanting this belt. I didn't know what the conditions were.
He only that'll happen but it's got to go by May 1st. So we'll see.
So you're going to pull it out of Chandru's hands? Because I know you gave it to Chandru.
No, I didn't give it to Chandru.
Just to mess with him.
I should have. No, but there is one question everybody wants to know.
Okay.
Food tech? How many? Who?
Why do you get so mad?
It doesn't even look like him.
Why do you get so mad? I didn't even ask anybody to do that to your show, and Mike Joyce put it in the super chat. You got so mad.
Because I didn't know what it was. And I told Mike Joyce, I was like, stop coming in here and being someone's bitch and messing up my show. That's me.
How many? Who?
I just think Mike thinks everyone watches all the. I'm busy. I'm too busy to watch everyone's show, so I don't get the reference.
I know. I completely. What I said was,
Mike's like, I'm a good foot soldier. I will do what I am.
I have been guilty many times of telling them to do things in your show to get you guys going.
Yes.
But I did not do it for this one. What I said about Futag Hami Who was to go to live streams in general and just randomly in a super chat write it to not your show in particular, but to anyone. And just the way that we did Win a Goldfish here back in the day.
Oh, I remember those days.
Yeah. So things like that. And Futag Hami Who. But so they want to show you the where that came from.
Oh no, yeah. Kevin showed me on Jedi Way on Friday.
The whole thing. Did you see?
Yeah. No, he showed it to me before we did the show.
That
but
little piece, the little. But look at the whole thing is so stupid. Because it's like it shows his Inner Geekdom stuff, and what's going on in the AI is like it's crazy. Like all 3 of the Kevin Smets are like got screw loose. Watch all three. Watch all three.
Yeah.
One, two, come on. Fukak? How me? You?
It's so weird.
So weird.
He's so into AI though. He really is into AI right now.
Hilarious.
So,
Yeah. Well, it's funny though too, because even this weekend, I had this old photo of Sam and I. It was really old. It was at this.
Whitwer?
No.
Levine.
Sam on my channel. Sam.
Oh, sorry. Yes, go ahead. Yes.
And
There's
so-
a lot of Sams. Sorry.
Yeah, no, true. So we were in the first grade, and it was like old thing, but you
Wow.
can throw it into the program now, and you just put, make it clear and put it in.
Right.
And I did that, but what I didn't realize what it did, and I didn't want it didn't change our faces, didn't do anything to our faces, it just made it clear. But on our shirt, it put something like a Futag Hami Hu on our shirt, like something ridiculous. I was like, this is AI. I'm like, the actual photo is real. The whole photo is real. It's us. It's just clear. And they, for some reason, decided to put a Futag Hami Hu on her shirt. But she's actually, so the funny thing is, I had posted that video of myself because Ming is launching a channel, a fitness channel, and he already has like 250 subscribers, which is good. He hasn't put a video yet. He's working on all his videos, but he's actually he's going to be training Sam this whole week.
Wow.
And we're going to post videos about Sam training too, so that'll be good.
Be careful.
What?
She's going to start working out. So we're getting stronger. So if you scare her, she might punch your lights out. She might, reflexively. So
there's only so much long for what people don't know. If you don't know what John's talking about, I on my Instagram, I scare Sam when she comes into the office. I've done it like anywhere between 7 to 9 times. I'm running out of spots. The best one was, I have like this little kind of homemade closet that Brett made, and I was hiding, and she was on the phone. So I was hiding and I was waiting for, because I didn't want to, for 2 reasons. I didn't want to jump out and keep her phone conversation in the video because I don't know what we're talking about. So I had to wait for her to get off the phone. So she finally, my legs were so sore. And so finally she gets off and she starts searching around on this side for me. And I've been doing this stupid noise on purpose every time to stay consistent. I go, hasha. and it scared the crap out of her. So, anyway. All right, let's get to the next story, which is what we always discuss, and we have so much to talk about, you and I, because we have not really talked about the box office from last week, 2 of the top movies that are in the box office from last week. We are on very different pages, I think, at least with one of them. So let's get into it. Let's talk about what's going on here. The Devil Wears Prada, Michael, take it in at the box office. So right now you've got, this is probably what they normally do, is they give you like the projections, and we'll go into the actual numbers itself. Devil Wears Prada 2 sashayed across the global box office this weekend, the title ranking in 77 million domestically, 156 overseas, a stunning debut of 234 million worldwide, well ahead of expectations overseas, as international markets were only expected to do around 100 million according to early projections. The film has smashed a number of records, starting with being the second best start for an MPA title this year, behind only the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which, by the way, John, I don't know if you saw this on my post, Box Office Mojo over the weekend had the Super Mario Brother movie at a total of $1.8 billion.
Wow.
It has not made $1.8 billion. No, it said it made like 1.2 billion in Mexico, and then they updated it over the weekend. But it's also the highest opening weekend for a Meryl Streep film, either domestically or overseas, and the same goes for an Emily Blunt film. That's interesting too. The title has already earned 72% of the total haul of the original film. Meanwhile, Antoine Fuqua's Michael had a very strong second weekend, the title garnering 54 million domestically and 80 million overseas, for a worldwide take of 134.8 million, domestic drop of just 44%, indicating the film wasn't front-loaded as some suspected. It also brings in current worldwide total up to 423 million after just 10 days, making it second highest grossing post-COVID Lionsgate title, behind only John Wick Chapter 4, which it will pass this week. The Super Mario Brothers movie 12.1 was in third, followed by Project Hail Mary with 8.6. So let's go to the box office mojo numbers real quick. Again, Devil Wears Prada 2 at 233 worldwide in its opening weekend. Michael, second weekend, 423 for 2 weeks. Super Mario is at 894. It's going to struggle to hit a bill, but still big success there. Project
Yeah.
Almiri, 638 so far. And then
amazing.
Hokum with 6.4.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you know what, John, what do you want to talk about first? Out of those?
Well, I think The Devil Wears Prada,
Yeah.
definitely. I mean, the fact that that film has exploded as huge as it has over the weekend really speaks about the power of that first movie and how much people are looking forward to seeing this movie. You know, we'll see what it does in the subsequent weeks because the reviews, some of the reviews haven't been that strong, and some of the reviews have been strong. So we'll see how many people come back and see that thing over and over and over again. But yeah, you got to give a lot of credit to them putting this thing together. And if you read that interview with the writer, I think it was on Variety or THR, talked about like they had to put this thing in fast motion because there was a slot open. The studio moved one of the Marvel movies off of that slot, so there was a slot open. They're like, okay, well, let's put this thing together and make it happen. So, my feelings aside about the movie, you got to give it up for $234 million worldwide, a female-led film, predominantly female-led film. Yes, Tucci's in there, but it's about those three ladies. So you got to give props to what they were able to put together, you know, and making this get this film across the line, you know.
So I want to see what was I'm just trying to find the Rotten Tomato scores. Oh, right now it's 77%, 87% for the audience.
Yeah.
Where's Prada 2?
Yeah.
So yeah, look, let's talk. We'll talk about what you talked about first, and I agree with you. Is that it overperformed? What I will say is very similar with Michael. The one thing I don't necessarily disagree. I just don't see it the same way you do. With I don't think critically it matters at all for this movie.
Oh yeah, no, agreed.
At all. Didn't matter because it might have mattered for upcoming weeks and stuff too, but overall, if you can get a movie to pop like this right now, one of the strengths that it has is that the genre that it is not a genre that typically is doing well in theaters right now.
Yeah.
Right. Like, and there aren't like date movies.
No,
there aren't a lot of, like you said, female led strong kind of movies that are doing big box office numbers that aren't on streaming. So that and it comes off of IP of a very popular film in general.
Yeah.
Big box office stars in it too. It's got it has the total package, and it's open. And again, what you said that I agree with, it's in a spot that opens up the summer. It will do good in the second weekend, and then it'll start to kind of taper off. But I had said I was doing a fall movie preview, and I said I think this movie overall in its worldwide run has a chance to do better than Mandalorian and Grogu, which someone said you're crazy, and I don't think I'm crazy. Now, if this was 10 years ago, I would say there's no world I'm making that prediction that a Star Wars movie is going to do worse than Devil Wears Prada 2. But I think that's where we live. I still think that movie will do better than I thought. But this movie overall will do better. Now, I really enjoyed the movie.
Okay.
I'll tell you, I mean, I didn't know what
people came at me. We're like, well, Kristian and Roxy liked it. What are you doing not liking it?
That's right.
Fucking grow up, man.
It's like I like that, that's one of the things that we've talked about many times over is that this is one of the reason why the Monday shows are so fun. We're there are a lot of times we're not on the same page, but it's a matter of I understood your points on it. My thing was that I had seen Devil Wears Prada-ish, bits and pieces, the first one, and then I watched it to go and get a refresh, so I knew what the hell I was getting into. And I did think, and I was like, how are they going to make this where she's going back there and she won't have to be a journalist? What are they going to do? I liked how they set that up. I also liked how, and I think this is probably why I like the movie. Because of what I said earlier, you don't get movies like this in the theater anymore. It was a throwback movie. I liked the way the movie made me feel. I laughed out loud a couple times watching it. I liked the dynamic. It took away from the serious movie that's always out there or the big explosions all over, which is fine for when you want them. But you don't get this kind of in the same way that I love Naked Gun watching that movie in the theater because you don't get that anymore. And I think Anne Hathaway is a movie star. I just think, obviously, but there's just something about her where she's just like, I'm watching her. I'm going, I just want to keep watching her. And Meryl Streep. So I enjoyed it. I understood your points, but I really liked the movie.
Yeah, you just like those tall, leggy brunettes, and they mess with your head when you look at stuff. Criticism. Yeah, you can't deny that Hathaway is a movie star. Although you could say that, but Mother Mary didn't do well, so it's like it's a matter of like, well, it depends on the IP and the combo, and
marketing. Yeah,
and marketing and all of that. So my issues are more like just the way this all came about. And I'm actually working on a video essay. It might be dropping this week about both of these movies, kind of taking a stronger look at the character of Andy and that she's not all that she seems to be. And so, but I just didn't like the way they put that all together and like, hey, I lost a job and let me go get this job real quick in the first few minutes of the movie. And it just felt like we should have struggled with that a little bit more before she finally turned to this. And then the first thing she's doing is like addressing sweatshop situations. And it's like, just to me, it's the way they approach this stuff was a little too lighthearted for how they wanted to do it. And then, sidelining Emily for me was a real tough thing to watch in the movie because I like Emily Blunt so much.
Yes, yeah, but
give me more Emily, not less, for God's sake.
See, you know why I love that? I love that so much because I think it spoke so much to Emily Blunt and not letting her ego get in the way. I said it was.
Well, but I think this is Anne Hathaway's ego getting in the way, in my opinion. But
I don't agree with that. I don't agree.
Okay.
I think what the storyline that Emily Blunt had was a pretty, it was solid when she needed to be, and she showed her and Justin Theroux. But for me,
Theroux was terrible.
Oh, I thought he was a goof.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But see that I think that's the thing is I think that I appreciated the tone more than you did, right? Like it was lighthearted. Yeah. It was a movie. It was a movie. There was never a time that I felt, and maybe this is the thing that you just didn't feel any of it was real, which is fair.
Right, because the first one is. I like the first one for the underground nature of it all. Or underdog rather, nature of it all. Yeah.
I like that it was more of a, like a lighthearted. I felt like it was a movie, and I wanted to watch a movie, and I felt like, and I did. It was, and so that's what worked for me. But the Michael side of it too is where, again, this one we're on different sides of the coin, but not so dramatically as the last movie, right? Because this is one where I think you said what you had said, I don't know if it was on Twitter or in your out of the theater, but that it's a very safe and kind of polished movie. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, it's a very saccharine take on Michael Jackson.
100%. I couldn't agree with that more. Yeah. But for what the movie was, what I didn't agree with was how critics were reviewing it of like, well, they didn't have this in it. Well, and because they didn't, I'm not going to review what I saw. I just that's now you're allowed to feel however you want to feel, and
of course.
But I just like, okay, well, that's not what they're covering. Are they going to if they don't cover it in the second movie, because that's really it dominated his entire legacy in the second half. Then you got a problem because then you're just ignoring it. But it wasn't as in the 80s in that time period they covered. That wasn't a focal point yet. It just wasn't. It didn't start until that was it Diane Sawyer or whatever it was, that interview. That's when it started to really kind of push forward, and you started seeing it. But they manipulated a little more, showing, well, look how great of an angel he was too. And you're like, we don't know that yet, So, but I don't know.
But this is the frustrating part though when you look at both of these movies. Like I think both of these movies, the reason some critics who didn't like Devil Wears Prada, which I'm much more in the minority of because it's 70 something percent.
Yeah.
But with Michael, I'm much more in the majority of. The reason what's wrong? Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm okay. No, I'm listening.
I didn't know if something was attacking you.
No.
I was like, oh, wait.
There's something on the top, but I'm listening.
All right, no worries. But like the way I look at it is this situation with these movies. Like these movies are certainly fine, capable movies to satisfy the fan bases of the people who want to go see these movies. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. But the potential is what critics talk about. The potential is what they look at here. And there is so much rich material to explore with Michael Jackson's story. Screw the allegations, which I think is a bit of a straw man's argument. There's probably 5 critics who said stuff about the allegations who are actually accredited critics, not YouTube people, like actual critics and critics organizations who are respected critics who complain that the allegations were, this is just something that's created by people who wanted to push a narrative who were supportive about the movie. The truth is a majority of legitimate, respectable critics did not say, where are the allegations? What they said was, there's so much to explore from his life in the 1980s. Why aren't we exploring his relationship, like I said, with Diana Ross? Why do his brothers have 5 lines in the movie?
Right.
They were getting whipped by his father too. They influenced him. Why weren't we exploring Jermaine Jackson's jealousy of Michael Jackson? Like there's a much more interesting, well-rounded, deeper exploration to have about Michael Jackson that can be just as inspirational by the end of the movie, just as fun, just as cool.
The same argument though.
But that's the thing.
But isn't it the same argument of like, but they didn't give me what I thought they could have used? because
but then the counter argument is they gave me exactly what I wanted, which was cotton candy, and I should be happy and not ask any questions and just eat it and walk away. That's not the way it's supposed to work. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I think you're right. I think
because you're dealing with a historical figure. It's different if you're dealing with
William Wallace.
Right?
Braveheart's a great movie.
Braveheart's a great movie. Utter lie from beginning to end, but a great movie.
I don't think William Wallace knocked up the Queen.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So, but I love it. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
But I think that, look, you can't argue that the movie is enjoyable. I'm never going to argue anybody. It is enjoyable. I was tapping my feet. I certainly enjoyed the experience. But when I look at it as a critic, there's a lot of things that are missing from the film that are frustrating.
I think that's fair.
I loved Michael. I loved Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I only gave it like 3.3 or something like that out of 5, whatever, because of the safe nature of it. But what we both will agree with is that it did exactly what Devil Wears Prada did. Is it spoke to the audience that it was aiming it at.
Yes,
it got people in the audience, got that international audience. And what I had said after week 1, I was like, well, I don't know. Depending on what follow-up week is, I don't know if $1 billion is possible. Well, follow-up week showed that it was not.
Yeah.
A 50% drop. It was like a 40-something% drop.
Yeah.
If it has another week drop after week 3, it definitely has a chance to hit that number still. More so than even Mario Galaxy. It just depends on what that drop off will be kind of moving forward.
Yeah, and I don't think the second film is going to address the allegations in any way that's going to satisfy people who are looking to have those allegations actually looked at, because all the Michael Jackson deniers are sitting there, or truthers, whatever they want to call themselves, are like, no one was investigated more, no one was explored more, and therefore if the courts say he's innocent, then he's innocent. And that's also a straw man argument, because we've seen courts convict people who were innocent and let people go who were guilty. So it just the idea of relying on the courts as some kind of the end all be all of this conversation, I think, is ridiculous. Them burying that was it Leaving Neverland documentary on HBO Max? They buried that. There's a sense of
not even on there anymore. You can't find it on HBO Max anymore.
You can't find it anymore. Yeah, exactly. So there's a sense of like, well, look, why can't we have an honest conversation about this stuff and explore all the sides of it? And there's a reason Janet Jackson didn't want to be in the movie.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Diana Ross was cut out of the movie. Michael Jackson's own daughter, Paris Jackson, has come out against the movie. And so it's a much more complicated family, and what they sell you is utter bullshit. And that's what's frustrating.
And I think that's fair. Yeah. Nonetheless, though, it's so far the box office, theaters, you're happy with the way that
they must be. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Because
Super Mario, Michael, Devil Wears Prada, and Project Hail Mary are all killing it.
Yeah, and go back to what was it, 2024, 2 years ago, when it was just coming out of the strikes or whatever it was too, and that opening. I remember you and I on the stream. I hadn't left yet. We were talking about how horrible Furiosa did and everything that started, and it was like, oh no, are the theaters toast? And then I think once June hit, it started to come back. Yeah. But it was 2025 that we said, all right, what's that going to look like? And people started going back, but this is the year so far, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop, because you got so much kind of coming out. You got, Mandalorian Grogu's right around the corner. Mortal Kombat. Are you going to see that tomorrow?
Yeah. Yes. Tomorrow the 4th. No, actually. Yes. Tomorrow the 5th. Yes.
Today was Sheep Detectives, but I might have to miss it.
Oh yeah, skip that on. I was supposed to see that on Saturday.
I know. I want to see. I got my daughter's softball game. I don't want to miss it again.
Oh yeah.
I just don't want to miss it.
No, I'm seeing Mortal Kombat tonight at 7:30. Yeah, 7:30.
I'm going to see my screenings tomorrow. So, there you go. So good.
You can fly out here. Yeah,
I know. I don't think by the time.
But I think the reason, Kristian, because you're beginning this conversation just real quick, I think the reason these films are doing so well, is I think people want to escape into the movie theaters again, man. So, and I'm not going to get to. It's just the matter. Like, there's so much going on out there. Yeah. People want to run away from all the stuff because it is too much. It's overwhelming. Where can you go? Just give me something safe that I can enjoy. And I want to disappear with these characters into a movie. Maybe it's not the greatest movie, but as long as I enjoy it and it satisfies me, that's what's important. So whatever my critical analysis of these films are, I think it speaks volumes that people are going to see these movies, regardless of their quality, in large numbers, because they want to escape. And as you said, we got Mortal Kombat coming, Street Fighter coming. There's a Star Wars. I bet Grogu does better than people expect. Because people want to escape, man.
If you go back, and if I told you, because right now, just because of there's certain things that have happened with, fandom and just the brands in general, that the excitement might not be the way that it was. But 10 years ago, if I told you, hey, this summer You've got a sequel to one of the biggest, romantic comedies or whatever the hell it is for coming out in the beginning of May. You've got a He-Man movie coming out. You've got a DC movie. You've got a Marvel movie. You got a Star Wars movie. People are like, holy shit! This is like, if this was 2015, it would be like, this would be one of the biggest. This is all we'd be covering on Collider.
Yeah,
it's like true. But now it's still like, okay, well, what you're still on this kind of like, what will it do, right?
Yeah.
Because it's still it's hilarious. I'll see people still say like, oh, you're coping. If you think that 600 million for Mandalorian is a success, and I said, look, as a fucking brand, no, it's not a win. As a brand, it's not a win. It's a loss. They have damaged themselves into a hole that 600 million as a win. That the fact that it's a win is a loss. However, monetarily, business wise, for what it costs, if you do the fucking math, Chief, it is a win for them in what they're doing. That's the strategy behind it. That's the strategy behind it. Again, it's not what you want. What you want to do is Mandalorian Grogu made $1 billion. I think, again, if you think it's going to make $1 billion, you should get your head checked into it somewhere. But if it makes 600 million, that is a win for them monetarily. They're not going to get a brand win until Starfighter, if they do. That's the brand win. I think that you get a brand win as far as quality with Maul, but it doesn't stretch up enough to the mass audience in order to get that win.
Well, again, these questions or these issues are so much more complex, right? You look at Maul Shadow Lord. If you look at the viewing numbers and the viewing numbers aren't strong, is that a fail? Because the quality of that show is amazing.
But it was pretty good considering the animation. Wasn't the numbers okay?
I don't know if they are or they aren't. I'm just saying, looking at the situation, what do you want the win to be? In looking at Mando and Grogu, you're looking at a TV show becoming a theatrical feature, which is very rare when it happens and goes actually to the theaters. So I agree with you. I think 600 is amazing. And anybody telling you otherwise is an utter moron, because this is not a chapter or installment in a trilogy.
And that's if it hits 600. That's if.
Right. If it hits. Right,
that's exactly. Like I said.
I think anything over 500 is a win for them.
It could be
relative terms.
Monetarily, yes. Again, if anyone's like, you don't understand that it's not a win for them because the damage is so brand. I agree with you. What I'm telling you is that outside of that, for the business strategy, when they slap it down on the table and they go, all right, this costs us $160 million. What does it need to make for us to get a profit so we can get the Starfighter? That's the goal. If you know business, then you understand that. If you don't, then you just have whatever. All right.
But people also forget Favreau's an excellent director. So
look, I don't know. I heard good things about the movie. Look, you said the first 15 was good. Ellis told me the first 15 was really good. So we'll see. Either way, what do you guys make about all the box office stuff that we've been discussing? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. Did you see any of those movies? What do you think the next big movie will be? Put your thoughts in there, please, and thank you. Okay, before we move on, I got to tell you about our good friends over at Rougiette. I've told you about Rougiette. Links in the description for them, but I love them. They're back again. Here you go. Life comes at you fast, man. When you're busy, and things just kind of land when you're not expecting it, and it all happens like at once. Doesn't matter if it's work, relationships, everything else that you have on your plate. You want to know that you can show up when it counts, and that includes the bedroom, everybody. Things aren't working the way that you used to. You don't have to accept it. Rougiette, they have treatments that can help you get hard, stay hard as long as you want. Where there's occasional trouble or something that's been building for a while, their doctors work with you to find what fits your body. Their best-selling treatment, which is Rougiette Ready, it combines 3 clinically proven ingredients in 1 minty dose that dissolves right under your tongue. It increases blood flow and primes your brain for arousal, so you're ready physically and mentally. Most men are good to go in about 15 minutes, with effects lasting up to 36 hours. Timing is your issue. Rougiette has Go Long, which is a 2-in-1 treatment that helps you get hard, stay in control when you finish. Over 400,000 men have already made that switch to Rougiette. Getting started is very simple. Rougiette connects you with a board-certified doctor online, and treatment ships discreetly to your door. You head on over to Rougiette.com/Christian. You will get 15% off of your ED treatment. That is RUGIET.com/Christian for 15% off. Rougiette, performance medicine for men. Thank you to Rougiette. Again, the link's in the description. Please go and check it out. I appreciate it very much so. Okay, look, We had a lot going on today, as we said. First show with me and John back. We need to see who's going to be the winner this week. Roka already has 19 starting out. Let's see if we can get Roka to 100. I think that's possible. We can get Roka to 100. And you just got to throw those questions in there, whatever they might be. We have some stuff going on the channel this week. At the end of this show, probably about 10, 15 minutes afterwards, I'm going to put the Rambo 3 reaction up. Tomorrow, we'll have the Darth Maul Shadow Lord plus House of the Dragon and my out of the theater for Mortal Kombat. Wednesday will most likely be Mortal Kombat, the first movie, which I had never seen before, the 2021 version, with myself and Ming. And yeah, so that's kind of those are the reactions. And Friday, obviously, House of the Dragon will be coming out. So Sam and I will be doing the Batman. We finally are getting back to that. We're going to be doing Batman v Superman also, which is another one that you will see. So there's tons of stuff. And right now, again, John's at 20. Let's get John to 100.
Let's go, people.
I think that'll be great.
Bring it. Don't sing it. Bring it.
Just bring it. You know, there's supposed to be an Odyssey trailer today too. It hasn't dropped.
Oh yeah, that's tonight during the NBA playoffs.
Oh, really? What time's that? What time is that? I'm not gonna be here.
What time is that?
Come on.
Let's see. Hold on. NBA games start tonight at 5 o'clock my time, so 8 o'clock your time.
I'll have this stupid thing up tomorrow. I'm not coming back here for this. I really have to get a home studio set up in my office. I really do. Yeah. It's like coming here is like it's great, but it's like oof.
Oof.
Anyway, yeah. So people ask when the Mortal Kombat edit comes out. For me, I just watched the 2021 version with Ming. I goofed, and when I had the editors do it, they didn't know what the priority was. They thought House of the Dragon was a priority, but that's for the episode for Friday, and they did that one instead, and they pushed Mortal Kombat to tomorrow. And I was like, no, I needed that today. So instead, I'm moving that till Wednesday, and then tomorrow will be Darth Maul. So so there you go. But I can't stand the fact that they're running the freaking Odyssey trailer tonight. It stinks. Anyway,
yeah, they are.
They would just do it now. All right, whatever.
I won't be able to see it till I get back as well.
Oh yeah, because you're going to that. You're going to that thing. What else?
The May the 4th thing, the event they're having tonight.
Oh, they having an event?
Yeah, the Mandalorian Grogu event, the May the 4th thing. It's in the theaters tonight. So they're showing like 25 minutes of footage. It might be the same shit we saw at CinemaCon, but we'll see.
Another 8 minutes? Why are they doing that? It's like
they want the hype to build.
25 minutes? It's like, why are you showing 25? Just show the 17 minutes again. Not everybody went to CinemaCon. Show the 17 minutes. What do you show 25 minutes? That's like I guess that the rumor is that the movie's 225.
Yeah, 2 hours and so
We got a 2-hour movie, but it's like come on, what are you doing? Come on, what are you doing? Anyway, yeah.
Can I ask you something, man?
Sure.
I was on a stream last night with my patrons last night, right? And one of my patrons, who's a friend of mine, I consider he's been a lifelong
friend of ours.
It's a good reference. Yeah. He said to me that Conan will not be one of the roles that Schwarzenegger is known for when they do his eulogy. And I'm like, are you out of your effing mind? And this is a 90s kid.
I think it depends on his generation.
Right. He's like, well, no, they'll talk about Predator. I'm like, Predator's an 80s movie. So is Terminator. So how is Conan not in the conversation? It's also to me, it goes Terminator, Conan, Predator.
That's how you enjoy them, but I don't agree with that when it comes to how he's known.
Right.
I think that most because you were probably early teens or how old were you when the first Conan? There was like 82.
I was like 9 or something like
9
that.
or 10 years old.
Yeah,
so that probably was, and they used to show it all the damn time.
All the damn time.
So like that for us, that movie was everywhere with James Earl Jones with the wig and all that. So it was very much a part of it. But Conan really took a life on cable. It really took a life on cable. Movie wise, because I still I love you to death. I think one of the most lunatic takes you have is the fact that and we've had this many times about how Predator is a B movie.
Totally a B movie.
That's ridiculous. The movie was a highly produced huge movie that was marketed by the
Pilot?
studio. Yes, it was one of the biggest movie stars work. Anyway, it's a different conversation.
They screened it at the back of a 7-Eleven where I live.
Please.
So yeah, go ahead.
The last movie I saw with my grandfather in the theater. But
Wow.
anyway,
I can't argue that.
no, I know, that's why I threw it in there. But either way, the point is that movie was so massive that started the franchise overall. I think Predator is one of the ones that he's going to be known for. Terminator is the number one. There's no doubt about it.
No
but
doubt.
as you start to get into a different generation, the crazy part, I would never put this in there, but so many people love Jingle All the Way, dude. I know. But people, the like you and I would never put that in our Arnold tier, but there are people in that were born in that era that watched that movie as kids that would throw that in there. But True Lies is another one. For sure.
I think if you weren't there for a person's whole career, never mind. I don't want to say that. Anyway, you got to start with Conan. Everything starts with Conan. If there's no Conan, there's no Terminator, there's no Predator, there's no nothing.
That's a different argument. That's a different argument.
It has to be in the first line.
One could say Hercules goes bananas. The best is that whatever that movie was where he was playing the steroided out guy and he loses it on it. What are you laughing at me for? What are you doing? Stop it! He's screaming at the lady and he's throwing her around. It's just him and Ben Affleck playing steroided out people.
Oh yeah, twins. Sure, twins.
Yeah, but again, Twins is another one though.
It's an 80s Kindergarten Cop. Those are all 80s.
Sure, and they're all movies. It depends on it depends on when. And look, Steph had never seen any of his movies, hardly any of them. And it's like, so it just depends as far as Yeah, I think it depends on it. Look, you know who I found out is a huge. It would probably wouldn't make you surprised if I told you this, but I just found this out recently. And maybe it's been public, but when we did Stephanie McMahon's podcast with Sarah, she was telling me how much Triple H loves the Conan movies.
Of course he does. Look at him.
When you listen to his theme songs and
he comes out in that
throne and all that, it makes so much sense now that you think about it. He's like, he loves it's like his favorite movies. So like for him in the generation where he's probably in the same range, a little older than us, he is gonna tell you absolutely it's Conan.
Yeah.
So it just depends on the range, I guess.
Yeah.
2 weeks. Love that. 2 weeks. Let's see.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
So good. 2 weeks. Amazing. All right. Let's get into some of these other stories. There's a few. Now, I feel like you guys covered this on Hot Mic.
Maybe.
And it is we're talking about the where the hell is it? I gotta find it first. It's the Top Gun story.
Oh, we covered half of it on Hot Mic, and then Jeff wrote his article about the directors he's been hearing on his newsletter.
All right, so maybe this is based off of his article. Let's take a look. So one of John and I both agree that we just absolutely love Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah,
great movie. Top Gun 3 was announced to nobody's surprise when the movie did 1.3 or 1.4 billion dollars, whatever the hell it made. So when Top Gun 3 was announced, no one was surprised. But what they were surprised about was that Kaczynski is not coming back.
Yeah.
John M. Chu, Joachim Roning, and the pair of Adil El Arbi and Balufla are said to be on an early consideration to helm a third Top Gun film at Paramount Pictures. The Inschneider broke the report that comes 2 years after the film entered development in early 2024, when writer Aaron Kruger became attached and Tom Cruise was set to return. Since then, the biggest question mark has been the involvement of Joseph Kosinski and whether or not he would return, and that was answered with him booking Miami Vice 85, the film, as his next feature. As a result, the third film is now an open directing assignment, and so Cruise and Bruckheimer are reportedly seeking a filmmaker who can gel with their vision. Those names appear to be the first candidates on that list, all talent that can direct a major studio project, but also serve under strict creative oversight. Notably missing are some of Cruise's recent collaborators like Christopher McQuarrie and Doug Liman. McQuarrie is still believed to have contributed to Kruger's script. Cruise also has his Liman-directed undersea film Deeper stalled in development, and it's possible that could be a bargaining chip in order to commit to a third Top Gun. All right. Here are my thoughts on this. You scrap this movie until Kosinski can do it. you put this on you put Maverick on the shelf. Maverick was supposed to come out in 2019.
Yeah.
It didn't come out until 2022. Granted, they shot it, they did everything. There's pandemic and everything. It's a very different situation. I get it. Those names, no thank you. Not that they're bad, but no thank you. You look at what Kaczynski did with F1. You look at what he did with Top Gun Maverick. What was the other thing he did recently too? Shoot,
I don't know.
I really,
don't think we did anything.
either way, please scrap it. Put it on. I get it. We need it to come out. No, wait until he's done. When's the schedule going to open up? And then have him do it and have him go back to back. Macquarie, maybe we can get him, or Lyman. They'd be all right. But the other names don't pop for me. But maybe they can just do it. Maybe essentially Cruise is directing it anyway, but they're just using someone else to direct it. I don't know. How do you feel about it?
I agree with you. I would never choose either of these three to direct a Top Gun 3. John M. Chu, we've seen what he can do with a big franchise film.
Yeah.
And that's called
that's
both good and bad, right? Wicked, great. Wicked for good, not so great. G.I. Joe Retaliation, horrible. So I don't know if I trust John M. Chu. I like the guys who did Bad Boys Ride or Die. I'm not going to try to butcher their names. I like them as directors, but their energy is way too frenetic and kinetic for a Top Gun movie. And then you look at Joaquin Ronin. I mean, look, Tron Legacy was fun to look at, but it wasn't a strong movie. It wasn't a strong story. So he got good performances from the actors, but it wasn't a strong enough movie. So for me, I don't like the idea of any of these three coming in. There's no way they're waiting. Cruise wants to go. So they've got to find a director who's going to come in and bring that. The reason I think you and I loved it, I think a lot of people loved it, no matter the age, was that there's a really solid, grounded, foundational power to that movie.
Yes.
And it takes its time laying its story out. By the way, if any of you haven't seen it, it's on Pluto TV now, the free app. You can watch it on there with commercials on demand. It's great. And so where are you going to find a director that's going to bring that kind of energy, that understands these characters and the legacy of these characters? That's going to be your real challenge. And I don't think any three of those that have been named, in my opinion, would be the ones that I would go to for this. Yeah.
No, because I think, look, yes, Cruise brings the magic to that franchise, obviously, right?
Yeah, 100%.
But Kaczynski cannot be overlooked.
I agree.
I think that F1 proved that. F1 and Top Gun Maverick have that same energy. It's that old school capture a magic vibe that most directors just won't do, that give you that throwback feel with the spice of today's movies, and it makes you feel like, oh, there's a reason why both those movies are successful in those genres, or those types of movies normally will end up on streaming, depending on you have an IP like Top Gun Maverick. Obviously, you're going to give it a shot in the theater, but his directing style and the way he tells stories was absolutely part of the success of that movie. I think it's a mistake to go forward without him. I really do.
I think it's a strong take you have, man. And I hadn't thought of it that way, but yeah, I can absolutely see why not. As you said, they waited for that sequel for God knows how long, even through COVID, because they knew they had something great. So what's the rush in getting this out? Is it a financial rush? If it is, that can be a recipe for danger. Why
is he asking too much? Is it?
I think it's more a matter of they want to strike while the iron is hot. Maybe they're afraid if they wait too long, people won't. But I think that's not true. This is a legacy character, and people
we waited from '86 until 2022. It's like, it's okay, it's fine. And you just got to make sure you can get Miles Teller back, and you want to get Glenn Powell back, and you want to get the people back that were in it. Sure, of course, you want to get them back in it. And you put together the story, and the story is good. Wait on him. But there's a few other directors that will get me to change my tune, and nothing against the skills of those directors that they mentioned. I just don't feel like they were the right fit for Top Gun, but we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, Mangold would be interesting. I like because he's like, shown what he can do to play with the older character.
Definitely.
Yeah, I tossed out Catherine Bigelow on my stream yesterday, and I like the idea of Catherine Bigelow because I think it'd be a good female point of view, and she's a veteran, and she can
I like those two names way better than those other three.
Yeah.
Way better. But we'll see. What do you guys think? Do you like the names that were thrown out there? Do you disagree that Kaczynski? Okay, great. Kaczynski was great, but we don't need him for this one. Cruise is enough. Put your thoughts in there. Let us know. All right, we got to talk about this thing because and this will be the last story until we get to the questions.
Okay.
The Paramount deal, Warner Brothers deal. This story will not go away until it's signed.
Yes.
And there's more to it now. And we got consumers are suing now to block the Paramount Warner Brothers deal. To which I say, good luck with that. Not going to do anything. But in the same way, those petitions, not going to do anything. If people want it to happen, it's going to happen. I think it shows that if the Netflix deal, they didn't want it to happen, it didn't happen. It depends on who's running and writing the checks right now, and it ain't the consumers. Even though they think they might be, a small handful of consumers have filed a lawsuit against Paramount Skydance seeking to block its acquisition of Warner Brothers. The lawsuit filed Thursday in U.S. District Court in the Northern District of California alleges that the Paramount-Warner deal will lead to increased prices, probably true, fewer customer choices, probably true, and reduced production of film and TV, probably true. The suit also alleges the merger finalized last year has led to higher prices for the Paramount Plus streaming service. The plaintiffs are reportedly either existing Paramount Plus subscribers, cable customers, who access Paramount-owned TV channels, or filmgoers who watch films in cinemas. A company spokesperson says Paramount is aware of the lawsuit and is confident that it is without merit. The Paramount-Warner deal is currently undergoing regulatory approvals. On Friday, Democratic Representative Sam Liccardo urged the FCC to deny Paramount's petition on the foreign ownership aspect of the deal. Paramount still expects to close the deal sometime in the third quarter. Take politics out of it for a second. And you can bring it in during the minutes.
Sure.
You can take you can
impossible to do so, but go ahead. Yeah.
And you can add some of it in there, but just a yes or no question.
Yes.
Do you think Paramount is going to get Warner Brothers?
I think it's very much up in the air.
Okay.
I do. Because you can't remove politics from this because everything has to be approved through regulatory channels.
Okay, but
and
that's
if
why
the Democrats flip the House and possibly flip the Senate.
Okay,
then things start to grind down to a halt, which is why they're trying to shove everything through.
Everything done now.
Yes, all the madness that's going on now is because they fear the midterms. Yeah,
you're right.
That's my only reason to bring politics into it.
No.
Regardless of whatever's point of view is. Yeah.
Didn't even think about it until you said that. You're 1,000% right, but I still think it's going to go through. And I think it's going to go through beforehand because they're going to get it there because of what you just said. They're going to rush it through.
That's why they're saying third quarter because they want to get it done before the midterms.
It'll happen. It's going to happen. They'll find a way to do it in the meantime. They'll cut the corners and it's going to happen. You make an excellent point that I hadn't even considered. That yes, that'll make it a lot more difficult down the line because you have more people because it is such a political topic. I mean, it really is. So. I do think it'll happen. I don't think that the petition or the lawsuit's going to do a damn thing.
No.
And the same with I just never understand with petitions in general. I mean, I get it. I understand that they make statements. I get that they make statements, but do they really ever? How many petitions have really changed? And when it comes to film stuff,
I don't know. I think there's not many, but I think it's just a matter of extension of local politics because that's how a lot of things happen in local politics is petitions. So people want to use that, and I think it's just adding to the noise of protest against this, right? Adam, sorry, what's his face? Noah Wiley, who was recently testifying.
So hey, we don't like this.
Yeah, Ruffalo. So there are people who are against that letter that was signed, and of course, to me. The letter has no value unless these people all say we refuse to work with Paramount or Warner Brothers if the merger goes through. If you have 4,000 creatives who are of name and note saying they won't work with these studios if the merger goes through, that's a much more powerful move than signing a letter, So it won't happen, but that's
but I'm going to say it's probably if I was going to say, all right, so how about this percentage? Of if Paramount will get Warner Brothers.
Sitting right here, right now, with some of the corruption I've seen from this administration, I would say, 90% it's going through right now. The way I look at it,
I would say 92%. So, but I'm on the same page with you. 92% that it happens. What do you guys think? Do you think it's going to happen? Do you think that this lawsuit is worth a shit? Put your thoughts out there. Let us know. It's question time.
Yeah, let's do it. Bring it.
Before we do it, Johnny, a lot going on in the channel. Are you covering this Mandalorian Grogu thing tonight?
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there. But I mean, I'm going to do that. I think the reaction for Mortal Kombat. So it's right after. So I don't know how I'm going to do both,
Jeez.
but I'll figure it out. Maybe one after the other.
Yeah.
But yeah, or I'll cover it tomorrow morning on the show or something like that. But yeah, that's the situation there. I hope you had a lot of fun with that. Art of Theater reaction tonight for Mortal Kombat. I hope it's good. Mortal Kombat 2. I want it to be good. And then we got Hot Mike, of course, Spill the Tequila tomorrow night with Winston and I. And then, of course, Geek Buddies all through the week. We'll definitely be covering Maul, Shadow Lord, and I think doesn't the boys wrap up this week? So we'll probably covering the boys as well. So as well as the final of everything that's going on. So yeah, that's my life right now, ladies and gentlemen. That's my life.
Yeah, check it out.
Thank you.
Starting it out with 31, pretty damn good.
Let's go.
Luke, if you can you let us know if there's any questions that I missed? That sometimes they put in questions early and it doesn't come through. So if that's the case, the first one I've got is from Mr. CJ. May the Force be with you. You two have a great Star Wars memory. I mean, look, regardless of where Force Awakens is now, in general, you cannot deny the magic that was in that room when they showed that trailer at Star Wars Celebration.
Oh yeah,
first time Han and Chewie show back up and Chewie were home. That was magical. So I was sitting there with Ellis, and it was, we were exhausted from the day in general, but it was so great. That was one of the things.
I agree 100%. I remember sitting in my room in my old place over there in Hollywood by the Grove and just watching that trailer and getting all kinds of emotions. And I watched it like 5-10 times afterwards. Like it's just so good. That's a great memory for sure. Yeah.
Mike Joyce, who says, sad that Roka just doesn't get.
How me?
I get it now, Mike.
He gets it now. I guess that means Smets was a superior Schmodown champ. Okay. Aiden Darty, what's up, Aiden? Part 1, Kristian, the way you're moving, getting the pilot going, and how involved you are, when it gets going, will you have a producer, showrunner credit as well as co-writer? Part 2, or is that something you actually try to pass off to someone so you can mainly write and be the lead actor? Part 3, just curious how the process works with this type of format and the sustainability of having something you want to run to multiple seasons long term, but you're involved in the starting of. It's great questions in general, starting with I guess part 1 with how involved you are. So again, I have to be careful with everything that I say, but we have a really solid producer director on board, another producer on board, who are essentially running the showrunner type credit. Producer credit I definitely will have. And then as far as passing it, I'm not doing all that showrunner stuff. I'm not doing it. Like I can't. I've never, the fact alone that I haven't. John, that's the other thing people don't realize. John and I we know each other because we went to theater school together. It's our major.
Yeah.
That's what we were both doing for a long time. And I just haven't, it wasn't, I've been performing. I think I've been performing over the last, I've never stopped performing, whether I'm on this show or everything else too.
True.
But then getting back into scripted stuff and that's going to be a lot for me to do. Plus the fact of writing it and knowing where the story goes. So that's something that I want to make sure that I keep my focus on. The team we have is just absolutely excellent. And then as far as how the process works, all I can tell you is that that's one of the main things with the campaign. That's what I want you guys to really be involved with, and I'll have more information on all of that. So thank you, Aiden, for that. It's an amazing question. Francisco L. Lopez, or J. Lopez, excuse me. Hey guys, may the Force be with you. To you as well.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Did you guys know that John has turned a corner? He sent me a text over the weekend that says he's a massive J-Lo fan again. Did you guys know that?
That trailer was horrific.
What was it? Which trailer was it?
The one with her and Brett Goldstein, the romance. I was like, oh my God.
Every time I see her, I think of you.
You should.
I like J-Lo, but
but are you thinking with your brain?
No.
Just like Brad Gilmore. Are you thinking with your brain? I think so.
But look, she can dance. All right. Renee Reyes. Happy Regina Carano's comeback. Also, looks like she has a chance to return to Star Wars, which goes to show you her firing at Disney was unjust. So I saw your thing with the Geek Buddies. I really want to get I want to just do a showcase on the Geek Buddies on this show. I would love
Sure.
to have the Geek
We would
Buddies
love to
segment.
come on.
I would love to have a 4-panel with the
Let's do it.
I find myself every time I watch that show, and I don't know if
Yeah.
you noticed this.
Yeah.
Mike and I are usually on the same page.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
times. Vogel and I say because the thing is, look,
You're
with a lot
safe
of
people who don't like controversy. I know. Go
with
ahead.
what I will tell you about this
Yeah.
is that yes, I do think that like, and I said this the other day, and I think this is where we're going to disagree. We're both on very different pages. John sent me a video last night where they did like the ice bath challenge, and
Yeah, it's a short with Gina Carano. Yeah,
she
yeah,
did it, and like I said, that's the reason she's going to win. I'm telling you, like that her dedication, the way that she's doing things, and the way her fighting spirit is stronger than Ronda's. Not talent wise, not skill wise. Fighting spirit is stronger in Gina Carano than it is in Ronda Rousey. Now, here's the thing: if you are correct, and Ronda Rousey chokes her out in like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, right? In the first round. You're still sticking with the first round, right? So Matt Serra thinks first round. Also,
first round.
Yeah. Matt Serra thinks first round Ronda Rousey.
You should listen to the professionals, Chris.
Look, normally I do. I feel it in my heart of hearts. I just think it's a different, we're in a different time period. So my point is, if Gina Carano does get choked out,
yeah,
in the same way that when Ronda Rousey was supposed to be in Roadhouse, and she was supposed to be in all these, and she's supposed to star in movies. And why did she not star in all this besides being not a good actress?
Because she's not a good actress.
But she was still locked in before that.
They
still knew that before that. She lost all those deals and didn't do it because she had lost brutally and did not have that aura of invincibility anymore.
Yeah,
after losing those two things.
Right.
If Gina Carano, who's making this comeback, just goes in there, looks like like she just great. She's in shape again, but she just looks rusty and she got choked out. It takes off the aura. If she knocks out Ronda Rousey in the first round in this fight, regardless of whether you think it should be happening or not,
right,
it's going to be heavily watched. It's going to be.
Oh yeah, I'm watching. I'm doing a reaction. Absolutely,
it's going to be huge.
Watch along.
If she knocks out Ronda Rousey and does it in dramatic fashion,
right,
you will start seeing. Whether it's going to be in Star Wars or not, I don't know. She will start. People will start putting her in things again, because that's how this town works. It's how it works.
But then she'll get exposed again for the limited actress that she is.
Maybe so. But what are you going to put her in?
And if people don't go see her movies, like nobody watched that Daily Wire Western film that they put out, and so it's like, yes, I think she has a very sweet personality. She uses it to hide some pretty horrific comments, in my opinion, in the past, and so great, that's fine. Everyone says she's a sweetheart to work with. I got no qualms or issues with that. The thing is, you talk about fighting spirit. All of that is great. I'm sure all those first rounders I wiped out in the Schmoedown had fighting spirit. But once you get into the ring, no matter how many shots you've taken, there's a quality situation. And so when you look at Ronda has fought way better fighters than Gina has fought.
Correct.
And she's won titles. And I think Ronda will absolutely say, and by the way, Ronda is the one who made this happen. Gina says this over and over and over again.
Absolutely.
There's a reason for that, because Ronda wants to use her to catapult herself back into a certain status.
Sure. And
so I just think she's gonna wipe her out. Yeah.
Right. But you're talking about Ronda Rousey before those two losses.
Yeah, but so did but Gina Carano left MMA as soon as Cyborg turned her into utter meat.
We've had this conversation before, but it was a very different type of loss. She was stopped by the bigger steroided out,
Alleged. Maybe
from what they said.
We don't want to get
allegedly.
Cyborg gets mad about that.
Allegedly. Accused of. I'll rephrase it.
Accused
of being steroided out during the thing. No, it's never been proven. So but anyway, stop. Regardless, not knocked out silly to where you're seeing birds and other things too. And then when you ask her about it, she stepped off, and she just when you hear them talk about fights in general, fighting, they just sound different. Ronda's still making excuses about concussions and everything. And another reason that I think even more so than before, Ronda looks like she wants to get an autograph from Gina every time they're on a panel together. They both look like buddy, chummy.
Sure.
But Ronda needs to have the eye of the tiger. She don't have
it. That's a tactic. Dan Murrell did that crap to me all the time. Oh, we should just be friends. Let's not say negative things. He took away, he defanged me. And that's kind of how certain people use their tactics to get in your head. And so I think Rhonda is doing all of that to get in Gina's head. Oh, it's safe. It's totally cool.
We're going down a different road though. But in general though, the thing that you saw in Geek Buddies that I agree with Shannon what he said too. Like, do I ever think that the Ranger Republic show is ever going to go? No.
Yeah, no.
But do I think that she could show up back in Star Wars again? Yeah. And I don't think I've seen videos people going, oh, if they bring back Gina Carano, that's going to destroy Star Wars. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. And for every person who has the picket sign and walking around doing this, there's other ones with the picket sign going, she's back.
Yeah.
So it was a long time ago. And as I say, especially if she wins, people go, okay, Gina Carano's back in the headlines again. She's in it. She's not going to be a major star. Now, what she should do, though, in the same way that I tell you and Mike, I would stay the fuck off social media if she does come back. If she comes back, she should stay off. Not to
Gina.
Not to silence her, but to say, listen, if you want to hold this career for a little bit, just be careful on certain things that you do. In the same way that I would tell Pedro Pascal to do the same fucking thing. I think he tweets too much. I think everybody.
He's not even on social media. He's only on Instagram.
But he was for a while. But there are a lot of people. I don't think, and like I said, I use you and Mike and everyone else's example. I just think that you get yourself into so much, not you in general, but you people can get themselves into so much trouble with that because emotions ride the hands. When you're like, oh, you know what? Boom! And then you're like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have wrote that. Well, I did. I'm sticking through it. And it's like, it doesn't mean don't have your convictions, but I just think if you're doing something inside of your business, someone wrote in the comments, it's amazing how apolitical Kristian is. I talk about movies. I talk about pop culture. I have my political opinions that I'll talk about with my family. I don't need to share them with you. I don't want to share them with you. I don't need to. If it's a topic that comes to what we just discussed, when it comes to like, that the Democrats might get the House, and that could add into why Paramount might not get it, then I'll bring that up. But don't just try. I got you. Here's you. Gotcha. It's like, you don't know my political opinions, and I don't want you to. You don't need to. What do you need? Oh, why is he so apolitical? Because it's not a political fucking show. I hate it. I hate what I want to
clearly.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way you got to look at it. Like, I'm outspoken and I balance Kristian Harloff off because Kristian isn't. But Kristian has points of views. We've discussed them off mic, off air, and legitimate, like we've had legitimate back and forths about certain issues, and it's always a fun conversation. But if I'm allowed to be political, Kristian must also be allowed to not be as political or not be out there with certain things. That's every person's right, And so you have to look at the way people handle their business. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I don't know. People coming after you for that is ridiculous because they want to trap you. And it's so frustrating. Is they want to put you in a box.
Why don't you have a stance? Because I'm not doing a political show.
Well, because the people on the other side have come for me too. Go, why does Roka talk about politics so much? And it's like, you can't win. You can't win.
Choice. It's like, I got my opinions of whether or not I think that for this business, if that makes sense, but that's not for me to, it's for you to choose.
Of course.
It's for you to choose. And I don't, it's just for me. I don't want to discuss it. I don't like talking about it. And the same way I don't bring it up at Thanksgiving. And I've said this before. I don't bring up politics. That's what they say. Don't bring up politics and religion.
And religion,
And I've talked about it before in the past.
Or Star Wars nowadays.
Yes, and I've talked about it in the past, about in the future. Like, I didn't want when the R&B thing went down. Wasn't my choice. I want to say, let's suspend them. Let's suspend.
Right.
But you're working for you're working for a corporate thing. Right. In the same way that I said this too. I think that Gina Carano shouldn't have been fired. I've talked about this before as well too. I think that she, there's other things that the conversation, and I told you, and you didn't believe me. I said she's going to win that lawsuit. You said no way she's going to win that lawsuit. I knew
that was different before the politics changed. When the politics changed, there was a different scenario. But when she filed it initially, no way did I think she had a chance. But then Trump won.
I knew.
So you love the "I told you so" too much because you don't always come back on other things.
You said me on "I told you so's" also, which is fair.
Occasionally.
Look, if
Occasionally.
Gina Carano gets choked out in 13 seconds, you're going to be doing that. To
No,
me
I
on
won't
the
say I
next
told
show.
you so. It would be more like I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
But no, but I mean, listen, the thing is, I think if you heard that, I just to clarify my point of view on this, I don't think she'll come back to lead a show. I agree with Shannon on that as well.
Yeah, me too.
But I do think there's a
agree.
possibility because the politics have changed in fandom. I think there's a possibility she comes back in that Dave Filoni movie, or if there's a season 4 of Mando and Grogu, that she comes back for a couple of episodes. I wouldn't think that's out of the realm of possibility. Enough time has passed, and people have kind of put it away. She hasn't been out there on all the social medias or all Fox News going after, like, so there's a difference, right? And so I think that's the approach. If it happens, I don't think people would be crazy about it like they. But the fact that she hasn't talked to Pedro in 2 years,
I know
it's kind of a sign. So
he takes this, but he's so far on one side though too. He takes a stance. He's one of
it doesn't mean they can't.
Where are you with Bill Maher, by the way?
I don't know, man. I used to be a big fan of Bill, but Bill has gone way too far the other side, and he's just gone and this all to retain an audience.
But
he very much goes where the wind blows. Man.
He said, you said
he's centrist. There's nothing centrist about him. Now.
I think he is, but that's fine. But I saw with him talking, I saw a clip with Corolla that I really respect.
Corolla,
whatever you think of Corolla, but I owe Corolla a lot because Corolla put Ellis on his show when we had like 5,000 subscribers. So
that's totally fair, bro. I've not come. Yeah.
So I'm I like Adam very much. He's been very good to me. But that being said, he was talking to Maher, and Maher said the thing is with my side of the thing. He's talking about the left side. He goes, the problem is because he was talking about how him and Kimmel had a beef. He goes, my problem is with that side is we're supposed to have this side of trying to fight for the good and everything too, but they are the side that if you do not have the same point of view as them, you are out. And I've seen that in Schmodown with Schmodown people that.
Oh, sure. Yeah. No,
it's just like you cannot have a different opinion than them. If you have a different opinion that doesn't lean up. But I remember saying this to someone. I was like, I'm not really a far liberal is what I said. And someone looked at me in the Schmodown and said, well, I am. And I said, well, take it easy. Have a biscuit. Eat something. Eat pizza. I don't know.
But I do think you're posing a little bit of an incorrect framing, and I want to make it like we're seeing right now. And again, we're not a political show, but I study this shit.
Yeah,
like we're seeing MAGA turning on MAGA now. Like
maybe
people, they're because you don't believe what I believe, which is 100% dedication to Trump and no questions at all. So I think human beings across the board are capable of all of this. I think it's happening on the left and the right.
I
that
agree
there
with
is
both.
people going after Fetterman.
California so long.
Yeah. What?
I said maybe because I lived in California so long. That's
yeah. But I think both sides are imploding on each other because I think what's happening is what you've been talking about, we've been talking about.
Yeah.
There is this desire to find the middle, to find the compromise, to find a way to get together and be able to function and have honest conversations and give a little bit and take a little bit and move forward. And we're not, and people I think are desperately crying out for that, bro.
I wish we could get rid of both parties. I know it's impossible. Why don't we get rid of
I don't disagree with you. I think we should have more parties.
No, I want to go back. I want to go back in time and let Jesse Ventura win. All right,
great on the Hulk Hogan dog, Jesse.
That was so great. Good. All right, let's get. There's a question that we did miss, and it comes from from Ed Haskell, who said, "R.I.P. to Yankees broadcasting legend John Sterling." John Sterling passed. I saw that this morning. I was at the gym. When I go, dude, that's the thing. When I'm at the gym, I always, when I find out the news, everybody died. I found Robert Redford, Hulk Hogan, John Sterling. It's like every time I'm in the gym, I just find people died.
The Yankees win.
Oh, so good.
So
R.I.P. He was great. Well, thank you, Ed. 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. So the next one. I did that.
Here we go.
Okay, Aiden, that's massively super generous. Thank you, sir. Happy May the 4th. Despite the bad, Filoni has give a lot of good to Star Wars. I don't disagree. What's your favorite new character that he has created, and what previous existing character do you think he has fleshed out best? My answer is Ezra and Anakin. I would have given you Ezra until Ahsoka came along. I think they pissed on Ezra.
Good points.
They ruined
the show.
Ezra and Ahsoka. Anakin, they've given a lot of. They fleshed him out for sure. But I want to see what he's going to do with Balin. I want to see what he's going to do with him now that we have because we have the Hound playing him now, right? So I want to see what they're going to do there. But so, I mean, Ahsoka, you'd have to really give the credit to from what he took her from that animated movie all the way through to this series now. So that's probably the one. That's his Mona Lisa.
I have to say, Ahsoka, 100%.
Right?
But the existing character, though, I have to say, after watching Maul Shadow Lord, Maul might be my answer. Now I get it; he absolutely saved the prequel trilogy, in my opinion, with the Clone Wars and what he did with Anakin.
Yeah.
But the way he fleshed out Maul, especially that last episode where he is having essentially a therapy session in that tunnel of sand, it was amazing. And that, to me, got me on board with Maul more than any Clone Wars episode. And maybe that Rebels episode, Two Sons, was the only other one that got me on board with Maul as strongly as that. But watching this whole season, I am like, I understand why people love this character as much as they do now. So,
yeah, he's incredibly damaged, and it's done. I thought the development of the characters in Shadow Lord was so good.
Yeah.
Francisco J. Lopez. Hey, do you think in The Mandalorian and Grogu we will get a hint of the future of what's next in Star Wars or something from the new trilogy? Just asking. No, I think this movie.
Oh, really? Okay.
No. I think this movie's set up for. Look, they're setting up Zeb, right? Now,
certainly.
If this movie overperforms and does very well, what it allows them to do is still play in the Mandalorian, Filoni universe, Ahsoka universe, to maybe we get that Thrawn thing that it shows there is an audience that wants to see it in the theater, and maybe they kind of move towards that and build on that. So you might get a couple of hints towards that, but for the new trilogy, no, they're not going to. I mean, first of all, it's way back in a different time period, so no. And the Starfighter movie is the hint of what Star Wars is in the future. It's not this movie. This is a movie that they're just monetarily want to win. That's it.
They might set up the next season 4 of Mando, but I don't much beyond that. I don't think they will set up anything else. I agree with you. Starfighter is the setup.
Starfighter that's the test. That's the test. Dr. Gravity 969. Any chance you get Sam Witwer interviews? So it's funny. It's afterwards. I haven't spoken, last time I saw him was when he came over to the house when Katie was interviewing him for the. He came over there, and I hadn't seen him since. But that was probably 2.5, 3 years ago. So I haven't talked to him probably since then. I certainly will throw him a text. I don't know if A, he'll respond, or B, if he's going to do it. But I certainly will try. Why not? Why not?
Get him on.
Johnny Patriza, thoughts on the New Day leaving WWE because of TKO? Is that confirmed? I know that I saw that they left, and then I saw something like that. Sasha Banks or posted something out that she said something like Unity or something along those lines. But I don't know what that means. There'll be an AEW, I'm assuming.
What they didn't want to do, like TKO wanted to restructure the deals. They didn't want to do a restructured deal with TKO, so they left. And I think that's understandable, to be honest.
Yeah, they weren't really pushing them anyway anymore, were they?
Yeah, they've been around for a long, long time. Nothing wrong with a change of pace, or change of style. It's location.
Parker Haller watched Aaron Brockovich for the first time and love it. Julia Roberts really is incredible and beautiful talent. Only a maniac would say otherwise. What maniac are you talking about?
Parker, please send us a picture of yourself, because I'd like to see, what you look like, to see what you think is attractive. So,
what does that have to do with anything?
That's what people always say. I was just making fun of what people always say. Like, if you find someone unattractive, people go, "Well, look at you." They always say that. That's just making fun of that.
I'm meaning like that. I think it's because she's one of the most stunning women.
No, I'm saying people say that. I was just making fun of that.
Stunning.
No, of course. Yeah, please. I know a lot of people find her attractive, and she can be incredible, and other times she can't be. It depends.
Did you like her in that movie?
The material. I do. Oh no, she deserved her Oscar 100%. She was great in Brockovich, but that's also Soderbergh. Soderbergh also got J-Lo's greatest performance in Out of Sight. So
all right, Matt at the movies currently at 50 more to get to 100. I think we can do
Come on, guys, let's go.
Sam Witwer needs a live action role in Star Wars. How long have we been saying that? Whether it's Maul, Starkiller, or a new character, I love how they use sound, the scream for his saber, and the art. Yeah, I love this. Sound was great overall, what they did. I know, I don't understand. Like, he's a good actor. I don't understand why they don't use him in live action. They've never used him in live action.
I don't know. I mean, Sam doesn't do a lot of live action, does he? So it's a matter of, like,
he was in TV shows in Battlestar Galactica. He was in that show about he was a werewolf or whatever too. He's been in a lot of stuff.
Okay.
but like he's really good, and he's based, and the Starfighter was based off of him, or Starkiller rather.
Starkiller, yeah.
But I'd love to see if they could fit Starkiller back in there too. I wonder. This is why I'm so curious, and I could easily change my tune with Filoni.
Okay.
Things start to change in a creative that was not there under the Kennedy regime, right? If it seems more of the same, then you're going to go, well, he was just as much of charge of it than she was. But if it changes and you start to see little things like this or things like Maul, things start to pop up where there's things that happen in 9 and 10 that are just classic Star Wars.
Yeah.
Classic Star Wars, and it feels like, oh man, like everything about. Like, I want to talk so much about 9 and 10 right now, but I just can't because I want to. Yeah, being human was the name of the show. So anyway, so I'm curious to see how they're going to do that. But he absolutely should have a live action role. We've been saying it forever.
Yeah,
forever.
Yeah. Well,
we'll see.
Yeah.
The Lil Yankee. May the 4th be with you. Always. Thank you.
You too.
The Lil Yankee. Void spoilers for the Maul finale, Roka. 100% lost my jet at the end, and at the end of episode 9. I hope Mando and Grogu gets me near that excited. I joined Discord. Yeah, please join Discord. What a great community that is in there. Roka, you should join that Discord because that would be comedy alone.
I can't. Well, what's his face is in there, isn't he?
PLD?
PLD's in Discord, isn't he?
See, that's my point. Go in there.
Put him in. Come on, I don't lower myself.
No, I would. Oh my god, I would pay money just to watch that exchange.
Pay me? Okay, that's fine. I'll do that.
Well, I don't know if I'll pay you, but I'll pay somebody to watch that. Look, so yeah, definitely. My advice for that is to, if you can, record a reaction to that when we get off this show.
Okay,
and watch it before you get spoiled.
All right. Who's going to edit it? I got to find someone to edit it. Someone reach out to me who wants to edit it for me.
Yeah, it's true. Carlton Rudder.
DM me.
London calling. Saw Devil Wears Prada 2. I'm with John. Oof, not good. In other news, saw 2001 A Space Odyssey for the first time. Great cinephiles breakdown from 2018 ever. That doesn't surprise you. Carlton's the best, but he seems to be he loves you. I mean, he's a big cinephiles guy. He seems to align with your taste way more than mine. So but yeah, but that's look, not everybody's gonna love it. I've seen some people, and I saw Mance. Mance was another one didn't like it either.
Mance and I texted about it. Yeah. When I saw his post, I texted him, I go, brother, you're one of the few critics that's saying exactly how I feel. He's like, I know, dude. I was so bored. I'm like, I agree with you.
I
was watching my watch the whole time.
Wow.
It was driving me nuts.
I had a big smile on my face. I was wondering. Yeah. Johnny V. Good start to the Filoni era. Maul is the S tier Star Wars. Hard to argue that.
Yeah.
Hard to argue it. I'm telling you, go back and you watch older episodes of this show or anything else. I said, who cares about this show? I want to go back and yell at myself and say, shut up, stupid, and watch it. Because it's great. It ended great. Alan Smithy. Happy Star Wars Day. Can't wait to watch the finale of Maul Shadow Lord. My hope is that Maul is cut in half by a lightsaber again, but this time he's cut vertically and has to replace the left side of his body with robo parts. Well, maybe. We'll see what happens. You have to see what happens. Yeah. You never know, Alan. You never know. That's hilarious. Paul Hitchcock. In Kindergarten Cop, the kid who plays with dolls so he can look up girls' dresses is named Sylvester. That's a little jab at Stallone. Oh, that's hilarious. I never thought about that.
Never did either. Maybe.
Absolutely maybe. Absolutely maybe.
Shut up!
Perfect. Faccia Bruta. What do you think about the big Narnia news? Oh, that's a good question. So the big Narnia news is that they moved it till next year, right?
Yeah.
So what was supposed to come out when maybe I think it's just trying to get. I think it's a smart move by Netflix. Get out of the way of this other stuff. But when was it supposed to come out? The first week of December or November? November.
Yeah, I think it was supposed to come out in December, and now it's moved to February, right?
I thought it was. I thought it was November moving into this. I thought it was like Thanksgiving or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
I'm looking right now at the story. I don't remember exactly. So,
if I'm Dune, I'm moving there.
Oh wow!
I'm grabbing the net. I'm grabbing the IMAX theaters, because the IMAX is going to be open for that because they lost it.
Right.
It was supposed to be an IMAX thing. I'm grabbing those and I'm moving out of the way and I'm taking over for that spot.
Yeah, it was going to be in IMAX in Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And now it's moving to February 12th. So you're not wrong. That could be
Warner Brothers. I'm taking that. I'm getting the hell out of the way and I'm taking it. I'm getting my chunk in. You know what I mean? Take it now. Get the IMAX theater still and get the hell out of the way of Doomsday.
But I also think this is a good sign that Netflix is opening the door to theatrical more and more. And
Yeah.
so for all the people that went after Netflix, going after Warner Brothers, saying like, oh, they're just going to put everything on streaming, like it just shows you Ted's words were legitimate.
Yeah.
He sees the business changing. He sees more people, like we just talked about earlier, going to the theater to see these movies. There's a lot of money to be made.
Right.
So certain films can go out there and get longer windows. So I think that's a great sign overall, to be honest. And you might be right. Dune, because it has to be Dune, because Disney did that stupid Infinity Vision crap and pissed off IMAX, who responded over the weekend making fun of it.
Get out of the way.
Why not get up there and grab that thing?
Do it now, but you got to do it now. The Little Yankee Camping is going to be in Long Island 3 weeks from tomorrow. No, I know. He reached out to me and asked me if there were some theaters that I thought would be good. I gave him some ideas. I don't know if I want to commit to it, but if I know what it is, so I'm going to try to. I'll try to stop by if I can.
Is it a show? Are they doing a show?
Yeah, he does. He's got the Winnebago thing that he's got. So he goes around and he does. It's pretty awesome. And he goes around to different places in the country, and he does like watch-alongs. He watches movies. They're doing Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh, nice.
And after he does like a meet and greet with fans. So
That's cool.
he's doing one. He wanted one because I said, look, there's some in the city.
Yeah.
But he's like, and what about close to the city? So you can get to Long Island. There's a couple different places that are closer to it, and so there you go. There's a little Yankee support for the studio. I think a little more than $2, but thank you. Johnny Bertizza, did Steph react to Junior? No, we didn't do Junior because the big Arnold movies only barely did 10,000 views, so we bailed on it. Yeah. I did nothing. The pavement was his enemy. Go, pal. What movie?
I don't know.
It's from Twins.
Twins. Oh yeah, I've only seen
when the guys come. When the guys come in, it's right when he gets to L.A. and he's watching. He's got the briefcase, and the guy on the motorcycle tries to steal it, and he grabs it, and he goes, "What'd you do, man? What'd you do?" I did nothing. The pavement was his enemy. Mike Joyce, Arnold will be remembered for Batman and Robin. So bad it's good. Some people you're not wrong. There's some people you're not wrong, but not overall. Go, pal. RZA was hilariously bad in G.I. Joe Retaliation. Yeah, people that was a bad movie.
Everybody was bad in that movie, including The Rock.
Really bad movie.
I love.
So I guess there's a story here. Luke just sent me about IMAX. Hold on. Let me bring this up. We can talk about this real quick. And again, you want to try to throw some questions in there to Roka while we're doing this and get them to 100. We can still do it. We still got
wow.
Left. Let me play this. Hold on. Where is this it? Secret? Let me get rid of GoPal's thing. Hold on. Okay. Avengers Secret Wars gets an IMAX release. It's big. While Marvel Studios Avengers Doomsday won't be hitting IMAX screens due to Dune Part 3 having taken them, there won't be the case for the follow-up. The giant screen exhibitor confirmed in an earnings call this afternoon that Avengers Secret Wars will be coming to IMAX screens in December of 2027. Makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Good follow-up. Rather than an IMAX, Avengers Doomsday will be playing in Infinity Vision. And this is what you're talking about, John? Did I lose John? Hold on a second. Wait a minute.
Right for IMAX CFO. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Is that what you're talking about? Were you talking about?
Yeah. She said the IMAX CFO, Natasha Fernandez, said about Infinity Vision. From our view, we feel it's a marketing ploy to try and offset the fact that they don't have an IMAX platform or brand for Avengers Doomsday and offer anything they couldn't get yesterday.
Yeah, you're probably right. This is where you do it's like the two mafia bosses that meet in secret.
Yeah,
and it's like, hey, look, let's do us a favor, do this thing, we'll do this thing for you. And that's what I would do if I was Disney. I would go and meet with somebody in Warner Brothers and say, please, they just moved freaking Narnia. Go take that spot. We'll do this. What can we do? How can we scratch your back in the future? It's like, because get them to that. You got to find a way to do that deal. You got to find a way to get them to move to get to IMAX in general, plus the fact for both of them. It's going to help both of them out, but we'll see. All right, CinemaScape. I'd be fine if they didn't make Top Gun 3. The second one ended perfectly. I want Tom to do more original films like Digger, no more sequels. Sure, but you're not the one that's putting money into Paramount's pockets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you got to find a way to make some money. What I don't want them to do is hire the wrong director, get the wrong story, and it taints that second one, to kind of going off your point there. But that's why I think they hold off and they wait. I would like to see a third one. I'd like to see where they go. I'd like to see what the story is going to be moving forward. But yeah.
Yeah.
Trey Porter says both Top Guns are getting re-released in IMAX and Dolby next week, so it's perfect timing about the news. Sure.
Yeah.
You know that Ming's never seen Top Gun Maverick, so I'll probably watch it. Yeah.
Come on. Good stuff.
Yes, boy, Roca is right. It's just like James Gunn said. Abraham Lincoln didn't lose that fight against James Wilkes Booth. Wait, what?
Yeah, James Gunn got on the internet, got on Threads, and in response to people saying, "Wait a minute,
The Superman thing, right?
with Ultraman in the fight," he said that. Like, it was a ridiculous comment. I mean, I do like James. I just think it's
sometimes he doesn't. There are certain times I just don't think he should respond at all,
or just stop. Like, you made your point. Don't go that extra bit.
That's it. That's it. Christopher Brickner. Rotten Tomatoes has brought back average or rated reviews. Now you can see what the rating out of 10 is for films and shows again on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, but it still adds into the ultimate score. Yeah.
Right.
Frankie J C79. Are you going to see this, by the way? I got a screening for it on Thursday.
I think I have a screening for it as well this week, but I might take the Lady Outlaw. She's a big fan of Billie Eilish. So,
well, Frankie asked, will Billie Eilish live be a weekend top 3 finisher? I've seen the early screening last Wednesday. The theater was packed. Taking a friend to see it again because it was well shot with James Cameron. Yeah, I do think it's going to be in the top 3. I do.
Yeah.
I think it'll be in the top 3, but it'll be 3.
Oh, I guess I won't see it because it's tonight.
Oh,
so I'd rather do Mortal Kombat 2. That's better for my channel.
When's mine? Yeah. I think mine's on Thursday. Hold on.
Yeah. There's an LA one on Wednesday. I could drive up for, but I don't know if I'm driving up.
No, mine's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Mine's Wednesday, and then Mortal Kombat. Let me double. I'm gonna make sure Mortal Kombat is tomorrow, because if it's tonight, I'm gonna be fucking screwed. Let's see, Mortal Kombat. Let me double check. Hold on. I'm gonna see. I want to double check and see if that's the case. That'll be really stupid if that's the case. Okay, tomorrow.
Okay.
Goodness, I'm nervous. Okay. Casey Grant. Whoa, is that you and Sam in that childhood photo? Yes, it's 100% us with the cleaned up version of it that they gave her a Futag Hami Who shirt. Comic lover Roca, welcome back. You sack of shit. Missed the Outlaw.
Wow. Thank you.
That's a great comment.
Yikes.
Christopher Brickner. Did making Star Wars Episode 7 hurt J.J. Abrams' career in the long run? Agreeing to return to write Episode 9 definitely hurt his career reputation. I don't think 7 hurt.
No.
I think 9 definitely didn't help, because I don't care. You tell me all day long that him and Ryan Johnson are the best of friends and they love each other's versions. It's a big pile of horseshit. And you can tell where Ryan made 1,000 different modifications to the end of what he was going to do, and then JJ made a bunch of things. Hey, you set all this up? Nope. Check this out. It didn't. Especially the last one, because the last one's like the lowest rated Star Wars movie. No one agrees with me here, and I don't think you agree with me here. I would rather watch The Rise of Skywalker 15 times in a row than to have to watch Last Jedi more than twice. It gets worse for me every time I watch it. Every time I watch it, I do I think what's a better made film?
Right.
There's no question. Last Jedi is a much better made film. But I feel like I'm like just empty calories watching a Star Wars movie, and then I don't know what I'm watching on the watch list. Yeah. All right, let's see. Next one here. Francisco Lopez, what are your thoughts on the release? Oh, New Day and other wrestlers. So I mean, look, the releases come, but I think TKO is really damaging the WWE.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Yeah.
Like badly.
No matter how much they're saying about how much money they're making off of this, if all you're worried about is money, then you're absolutely gutting the love, and it's temporary. It'll be initially a lot of money, and then eventually people are going to stop watching because you're not creating stars anymore, and you're not putting work into the creative side of things that's exciting for people, and that's going to come out in the box office. No matter how many TikToks watch your shit,
Yep. All right, let's see. Next one. Acel. Are you guys aware of Desert Warrior? No.
Yeah.
What is that?
Like crazy. It was a new film. Yeah, it's a new film from Anthony Mackie that was made, I think, for $150 million of Saudi Arabian money, I believe, and the film didn't even break $1 million. So yeah, it was bad.
Mr. J. Anderson, the rush is crews will not be medically cleared to ride in the F-18s if they wait. Oh,
that's understandable.
That 60 usually the cutoff. Oh, thanks, Jay. Good news. Nolan, Ed Zwick, or Ridley Scott. The Legacy would be my top 3. I said Ridley Scott. I did say Ridley Scott.
I like that idea.
It's to pay Legacy for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd get Nolan to do it. Oh my God.
Yeah.
If you could get Nolan to do that movie, I mean, oh my God, huge.
I don't think he'd ever do it. But
no,
maybe.
I don't think so either. But I would love that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jay. That's a great. Got the answer for that question. Slick Saturn Media. Hey pals, I'm about to be a father. Congratulations.
Hey, congrats.
I only know you both through a screen, but I wanted to give Harloff a shout out as a great pops to his girls. That's very nice. Roka, if you ever choose to, I think you'd be a great dad. Peace. That's nice.
I am all y'all's daddies. So it is exhausting to be all y'all's daddy. That's enough for me. No, I won't have kids. Lily Outlaw doesn't want to have kids. We don't want to have kids. So we're good. Thank you, though. Thank you.
Yeah. That's really nice of you to say, by the way. Mike Choice. John, Kristian may not be up to speed on you on the Rossini-Vrabel situation. This is the reporter that was potentially
Yeah.
Any new updates? They should both be in jail, right? Why should they be in jail? Why should they be in jail? Jail.
What nonsense is that?
God, Mike, are you kidding?
Yeah, Mike.
Wait,
See what I mean?
Mike, did they
Mike's
do anything that deserves that they're in jail?
No.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. The only update is that Rossini has been offered a job by Stugatz over there by Levitard, and Vrabel is going back to work. So there's no threat to his job at all. Because of course it's the Patriots. What do they care?
Mike, you were kidding about going to jail, right? You can't be serious. That scares the shit out of me if you were serious. Rashad Green. Michael Jackson movie thoughts part 1. The pressure to play Michael might have been insane for Jafar. However, he somehow rose to the challenge and exceeded.
Sure.
I totally agree.
He's great.
That.
He's amazing.
He was really good in it. Trey Porter. Kristian, remember last week when I said that Devil Wears Prada 2 budget was crazy high? After this opening weekend, I understand even more why it's that high. Yeah. I mean, they took a shot. There's sometimes you take a shot with that budget and you think it's lunatic style, but it's but yeah, that was that to me, like, you took the shot, you put the monies on it. Like, I think I said this when you brought that up, Trey. If someone puts out, okay, this is what we're gonna need to make this sequel, and I go, all right, we're living in a time we're gonna get everybody back, we're getting Tucci back, we're getting Anne Hathaway back, we're getting Blunt back, so the cast is gonna cost us some money. Do we think that we can make money off of this in general? I think I can understand why they would take the risk, clearly, for sure. Yeah. Mike says he was kidding. Thank God. All right, let's see. So, okay, next one after that, and that is the Cali Kid. What's up, Cali Kid?
Hey, Cali.
Big Star Wars fan. Even if I don't love everything, I feel warm and fuzzy when I'm in the world. Mando and Grogu just need to throw a strike to succeed. That's true. Don't need a home run. Just need to hit. You need to just throw a strike. That is true. I think they need to get it out. We'll say that. Need to get it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yes, I understand the analogy for sure.
Yeah.
Ellipsis. If Dune does $1 billion and sweeps at the Oscars, does WB give Denis a blank check and say there's more books to adapt, and will he direct more Dune? That's a great question. So if it does $1 billion, which you have a better chance again of Roka and PLD going on a vacation to Miami together, and movie making $1 billion. It won't make.
You don't think Dune 3 will make $1 billion?
No chance.
Okay, I do.
You want to do our third steak dinner?
No, but I just believe it will, because the last one did $700-something million.
Didn't go up against Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah, but it might not have to if it moves to November.
But it's not.
Would you amend? Would you amend?
When I amend it, I said it'll have a better shot.
Okay.
I won't amend it. Instead of a better shot. Right now, there's no chance in any world that movie makes $1 billion.
I don't know if that's true.
It's not going to make $1 billion. But it'll do well. It's going to do very well, better than the second. It'll do better than the second.
Here's what I'll say. I'll say it'll make $1 billion if it's good. That's what I'll say.
Well, it's going to be good.
Even going up against Doomsday.
So. I don't think it's going to be $1 billion. But sweeping at the Oscars, if it does make $1 billion and it does sweep at the Oscars, they should absolutely kick his door down and give him as much as he wants to do another one. And I think that would be a possibility if those things happened. But the chances of those things happening, I don't know.
He's moving on to Bond after this, so you have to wait a while, and I don't think WB will want to wait. I don't
not that long. Yeah, I don't think so either. Okay, let's see. Sonic fan, I found something out that had me thinking that, and that's Frank Grillo follows the president on Insta, which shocked me as he works and is friends with James Gunn, who is against Orange Cheeto. But here, this is my conversation that we just had beforehand. Just because he follows him on, and even if he voted for him, why does that mean he can't be friends with someone who doesn't follow his politics? That's the problem. That's where we live today. Is that you feel that if someone, whatever it might be, oh, they don't have my same political beliefs, I can't be friends with them. When did that start happening?
With Trump. You want to have the honest conversation. That's where it started. We have been able to be friends with people from across the aisle, but what he's done is so horrific in so many ways that if you support that guy, you're in essence supporting a mindset, not a political mindset.
Wait a minute. What if somebody
mindset?
But what if someone still? What if somebody?
Listen, but I'm saying you should still be friends with people who are Trump supporters.
Right.
I'm not having an issue with that.
But what about like just Republican ideals or anything too, financials, those types of things? You can't even be on the same page about it in the same way. Both sides.
Well, that's wrong. I agree with you. That's wrong. Like conservative principles, democratic principles, there should be a way to find. Yes, I agree with you. But what he's doing is something completely extreme.
Oh, here you go. So here you go, Sonic. So Sonic follows it up. Would you say this is a good example of being able
cry more lib? Cry more lib.
Is that what he's saying? He
cracks me up. No, one of these guys in the chat. Sorry.
Sonic said, would you say this is a good example of people being able to be friends and work together despite political difference? And not everyone follows the Cheetos. Yes, because again, this is the other thing though too. Like I don't believe in certain circumstances, especially on set when they're filming things, that you should be talking about this stuff. And the same
thing, fair.
And Stallone obviously is also a Republican.
Yeah,
him and Frank Grillo are very close friends as well too. Maybe they do talk about politics. Who knows? My thing is, who gives a fuck? I don't care about James Gunn's thoughts politically. I don't care about Frank Grillo's points politically. I don't care.
But you have the luxury of that. As a white man in this country, Christian, you must understand that.
No, I do.
They're not snatching your people off the streets and putting them in concentration camps.
I'm not telling you not to. I'm not telling you.
I know. But I'm saying that's why people feel this way. Some people, or women. You're not eliminating your rights.
But you're talking about a different thing, though. You're talking about in general. But you're talking about in general in different. I'm talking about specifically when it comes to movie news, movie conversations, talking about things inside of it. Like I don't.
Oh, right. I know that. But I'm saying but you're saying on sets, like people,
we're
going to have these conversations.
I don't want people having the conversations on sets. I want them to focus on the character.
Well, good luck with that. These are creative people. They have liberal points of views most of the time. So
some of them do, but that's the whole point. Is like clearly maybe they have different conversations where they can talk about it. So I think that
I think that'd be great. But I think it's great to have
the other side of it is I've had many conversations with Frank Grillo, not in politics.
Yes, Frank's a great guy.
Shit.
I know.
Frank Grillo is the shit. Frank Grillo is awesome. He's a good dude. He talks to you on the same level.
Yep.
He makes you feel like you've known him like for 30 years.
Yes.
So who cares about whatever the politics is? I'm not talking about that with him.
Right. What I want to pull all the way back to this. You don't know why he follows Trump. Some people follow Trump because they want to be aware of the things that he's saying so they can have conversations, be informed, and what have you. It may not be that he supports him in any way, shape, or form. So
or maybe
I think that was the issue.
You never know. Yeah. Who knows?
There are plenty of Democrats who follow MAGA people because they want to be aware of what MAGA people are saying. So it's just like it doesn't mean they support.
I just hate where we are in a country. I hate where we
are. Get him out, and we won't be.
Well, we'll still have problems. Big Busta. Do you guys think that the state AGs or CMA have a solid chance of stalling the Paramount-WBD merge? Yeah, that's what we talked about. Yeah,
I think the state AGs absolutely do because they've already the Next Star thing they stopped, and I think there's another deal they just stopped recently. So state AGs do carry more power, regardless of why co-host Jeff Snyder thinks. These state AGs, if they want to grind the gears down, they could if they wanted to. So we'll see.
This is the stupidest comment that I've seen so far on this. I don't even know what these are. I had to Google them. I don't even know what those are.
You know what? He didn't even spell them right. Like that's the level of intelligence you're dealing. Sometimes some people come in with these comments.
I don't even know what those are.
Spell Crocs right.
Yeah. Is it? And was it an insult? Because it was an insult. I don't know what that is.
Insult you. Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. All right. Let's see. So, what's the next one?
You're like, do you probably have Crocs?
There's a good one, right? Hey, Jeff, I got him right.
I got him right.
I got him.
There's a K in Crocs, isn't there?
It's like Paulie Walnuts. It's like, you see what I says to him? I says he looks like the kind of guy that wears Crocs. It's good, right?
I got him.
You know,
I fight the fuck out.
I went through it in my Rolodex and I came up with a bunch of different things. I thought Keds. I thought of Keds. I thought of Z Cavaricis. I didn't go that far back, but then I went to Crocs. I think I got him, Jeffy. What do you think?
Got him. I emasculated him. I got him.
What the fuck?
Oh, it's
All right,
hilarious.
Anyway.
Hilarious.
I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. All right.
It's supposed to
Who wears
it
Crocs?
imply you're somehow less manly. It's so
Oh,
dumb.
good one. Real
So
good
dumb.
one. Slap you in my
So
face,
dumb.
my penis. How about that? All right, let's
Ugh.
see. Where knock your two front teeth out. All right, let's go. Where is
I told him to wear Crocs, and then he cut my 2 teeth out.
Yeah, right. Hit me with his penis.
Penis.
Why did he hit me with his penis? All I said is he wear Crocs. Oh, I thought you said my cock. Sorry.
Cock?
Yeah.
Hey-o.
Thank you. Good one. Look at Luke. Luke's on it today. Next one. Mr. J. Anderson. Gina has more to prove. Yeah, I mean she does. She's got more to prove than Rhonda. You can't disagree with that.
I can. I don't know how you possibly quantify that.
You think Ronda Rousey has more to prove in there than Gina Carano does? Right
You
now?
just said it, your own argument that the fact that she got demolished by Holly Holm and then Amanda Nunes.
She has something, to,
something
prove.
to prove.
She has
Yes.
something to prove. She does not have more to prove.
What does Gina have to prove?
She hasn't fought in 18 years. She just got herself into fighting shape. Ronda Rousey has been wrestling. Ronda Rousey has been in fighting shape. Yes, she went. I think she had 1 or 2 children, so she's trying to
Yeah.
But she's been active. Gina has not. Gina has also not been in the public spotlight in the same way, in a different way, different kind of way.
Right.
Gina's trying to get back into the public good, So
so's Rhonda, because people hate Rhonda now. Like even MMA has turned on Rhonda. So I don't know. We'll see. I think it's correlative.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Maybe. Yeah. Let's try to do this. Hold on. You know what I'm going to do?
I got to pee soon. How many more we got left?
Well, right now, let's see.
I can hear it, by the way, when I go pee.
Well, let's just see. Hold on, let's try this one. Rashad Green, part 2. I wish there was more build up to certain moments and didn't love the editing choices, but the feeling I had watching it outweighed my critiques. For which part was that? I'm sorry.
I don't know.
Shoot, where was that, Rashad? All right, John, go pee and then come back.
Okay, I'll be right back. I can hear the question though, so I'll be
fine. Here, I'll do this. Okay, I missed what it was there. You could follow that up. I wish there was more to build up to certain moments. Didn't love the editing choices with the feeling I had watch out. Shoot, for what is maybe Devil Wears Prada? Oh, MJ, thank you for MJ. Thank you, Luke. Appreciate that. Yeah, I agree with that. That's totally fair. Rob Tari, odds that there is a Luke season 2 level surprise moment in Mando Grogu. That would be great. That would help the movie. I think it'd be smart for them to do something like that. I just don't know if they will. But it needs to be one that's not just like, oh, there's like Kanan. Like I would love that. If the Kanan there was like a flashback of Kanan or something in it. Like I'm not saying that would make sense. I'm just giving an example. To Rebels fans, that would make sense. But something big, like you look at that Luke moment, if you do something like that, I mean that would help. Justin Bishop, not sure if it's a rumor or not, but Whitwer playing the son in Ahsoka season 2. Oh, that would be cool. That'd be cool. That would be a good moment. Omar Mir, what's up, fellas? Wanted to say Marvel will have 5 one-shots for Rogue 10 years anniversary comics. Will feature Vader, Andor, Jin, Chirrut, and Baze, and Saw. I'm picking up all 5. Will you guys be? No, but that doesn't mean anything except I'm just not in the extended universe. Whether it's canon or not anymore. I think they're probably doing wonderful work. I just don't really watch or read any of that stuff anymore. But that's great that you're getting it. I'm glad that they are. They all deserve stories. It's awesome. Are you getting any of those, John?
No, I didn't even know they were coming out. So no, I probably won't pick those up though.
Okay.
No offense. They can send them to me though.
I know. Mr. J. Anderson, who says a ton of stars today can't act, but are making bank and giving huge opportunities. Star Wars is never known for strong acting beloved the characters. I mean, that's not necessarily untrue. When they started. No, there's some Harrison Ford, Alec Guinness, absolutely.
Yeah.
Mark Hamill and other people when they were starting out weren't the strongest.
Yeah.
And they've done that, and there's been others for sure. So it is about love of the characters and seeing and building up for sure. Fascia Bruta, what's your hype meter for the resurrection of Christ? Oh yeah, that when is that one?
It's pretty high. They just finished wrapping. They just finished shooting. I think it was 7 months shoot.
It's gonna be
I
huge.
loved Passion of the Christ, so I'm a big,
Huge.
I'm a former Christian, so I'm still a Christian, but I'm not in the religion anymore. But like, I loved Passion of the Christ, so yeah. I hope it's good. I hope it's good.
Harv's K. Highly recommend the new Adam Scott horror flick Hokum.
Mm.
I hear good things. Very creepily executed. It has moments that reminded me of Barbarian. Worth a look. That one is going to be one that I probably do a reaction to, but I do want to see it. I hear good things.
Yeah.
Rashad Green. Part 3. A part 2 could tackle Michael Jackson's allegation head-on, so showing the investigation and acquittal with balanced depth and vindicative closure. I think that's what they're going to do because they already greenlit the sequel.
Yeah, but that's the problem. They're going to show it very clearly, like Michael was innocent of all accusations, and I think that will be a really hard sell for people. Maybe not the fandoms, but I think a lot of people who know about this stuff. So we'll see.
All right, let's see. Next one after that, throwing some support, says Michael D.
Thank you. Thanks for that picture. Wow. Okay. Thanks, Michael D.
Good one. Acel, Roka, if you join Discord, you can block PLD. Sorry, PLD. Oh, that's great.
But that would give PLD like some status. You'd be like, "Hey, Roka blocked me." Yeah,
I would pay. I'm telling you, I would love to see those debates. Matt, it's at the movies. Honestly, makes me more upset that they teased us with that Maul cameo at the end of Solo. I hope they'll explore with Kira in the future. I'll just say I think that they will.
Yeah.
I'll just say I think that they will.
Yeah.
I think that it ties in some stuff in general to some of the movies in general. Rashad Green, part 4. Michael is shown as a saint, but that contrast works. It highlights his humanitarianism over the negative media narrative you're used to seeing. In this movie, it does.
Yeah, I'm just so exhausted by this idea that the media is taking down Michael Jackson. It's so nonsense. I know I've seen black celebrities get taken down by the media. I get it. I know it happens. Michael J. was not one of those. That guy was beloved by everybody. These allegations were in some ways legitimate allegations. And so people wanted to explore them. It's like, oh, they're trying to destroy another black man. It's like, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
Oh, dude, I saw this. I mentioned this the other day. I saw the stupidest comment ever. And I said, this is when you, like, there are times, like you just said, there are times when you should be using your voice, having conversation out there and say, wait a minute, you can't do this because you're holding people back. I talked about how last week or whatever it was, or 2 weeks ago, that that after the opening that it had, that maybe it doesn't hit $1 billion. It was literally all that I said. Oh, it's not going to make $1 billion. You change your tune. Of course, you just showed your racist side there. And I'm like, you're a fucking moron.
I just so fucking
You're
exhausted.
A moron. Like if that's how you use that argument for that, you're a moron. Because like you are diminishing the real arguments. You're a moron. Like it's like you've got like if I said, you know why? Because black people just don't show up to movies. You know, then you're like, what are you talking about? Like if I said something along those lines and I'm start going down, it's and you start blaming people, then you go, what the fuck are you talking about?
You lose the plot, man.
And you lose the plot.
Yeah,
but
100%.
It was so dumb. It was so dumb. I'm like, you're an idiot. You're an absolute moron, and you're hurting your cause.
Yeah.
Hostia Bruta. Tonight is your night, bro. What movie is that from?
I don't know, bro.
Twins.
Oh,
Tonight
again.
is your night, bro. Tonight is your night, bro. Scott F. Harris, whose brilliant idea was the plot of The Last Jedi was the Resistance fleet is running out of gas. It was like Battlestar Galactica. It was ripped right out of Battlestar Galactica. You remember that? Did you watch Battlestar?
Yeah. No, I only watched the first season of
Oh yeah, there's a whole thing.
Yeah.
There's a whole thing. It's not good. Rashad Green, part 5. The critics evaluated it like a traditional biopic. Audiences experience a celebration. That's the difference why the scores are far apart. I think that's true though.
Yeah.
I think he's breaking it down pretty well because you see people dancing in the theaters and all this stuff too. This is a very different. God. They're separated. I would get so mad if people started dancing in my theater. It was like that.
Me too. Figuratively, I'd want to shoot somebody. Figuratively, who was dancing. Like I didn't pay to see your desperate to be famous ass dancing in front of my screen. I paid to see the professionals. So get the hell out of the way so I can watch the movie. You know. People going crazy about that video. Yeah.
Can we get Twins more love in Arnold's canon? It really should. They were supposed to do a part two with Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Cell X23. How about that Danhausen phenomenon? Impressive. Top merch sales next to the main eventers. Much love, Christian. The only answer to your poll is Sam. But Sam wasn't in it. That was the whole point. I said, who on the channel would you want to see? The whole point was, I know you guys want to see Sam. I said, outside of Sam, with the reactors that are coming out, who do you want to see more of reacting to movies? And Sam's like you're gonna see Sam. She's everywhere. Danny Tukar, come on, Roka. Julia Roberts has been studying for decades. You not getting cast in a romantic subplot. So that's my burner account, by the way.
Because she got a great ass.
That's right. Thank you.
Well, it's all subjective, right? People's looks are subjective. You guys have found her attractive for decades. I have never found her attractive, but that doesn't mean she isn't attractive, right? Like, it's come on.
You're right. It doesn't mean that at all. Battery, Ivor Feet. Watch Maul, Roka. It's your job, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I was too busy fucking your dad all last night, so I didn't get a chance. We know that, right? That's why I didn't come home. You remember that, right? Like, so I'm sorry. I was too busy banging the fuck out of him to watch the last 2 episodes of Maul. But we had a great time. But I will catch it this afternoon and do my job, man. As you send in your cheap ass $2, you cheap motherfucker, probably working a fucking minimum wage job, stacking pork rinds at the AM PM, and you want to come at me, motherfucker? Please go blow yourself, you son of a bitch. I'll take Christian's dick and knock out your 2 teeth, motherfucker.
I can't believe
Jesus Christ.
PLD and Battery get you going more than anybody.
But I love it. But this is like, you know how Gina spars or Rhonda spars. This is sparring to me. I love this.
Oh my
This
God.
is great. As a Latino, this is like sparring. This is nothing to me. Yeah,
Wow.
This is fun.
Wow.
This
All right.
is fun.
I did not see that. You know what clip we need to get, Luke? Is Quicksilver going? I bet you did not see that. Joey Pedras. Do you think Disclosure Day is going to do well? Does Spielberg still have the pull? I'm excited for it, but folks aren't aware. I'm nervous about it.
I am nervous too, bro. I am
super highly anticipating it, but I'm not thrilled about it.
I'll say this. I came out of CinemaCon more excited for it because the new trailer is really incredible. They haven't released the new trailer yet. I think people's tunes might change after the new trailer, but right now I can understand being nervous about it. I really can.
About it. I'm nervous. Yeah. I'm excited about the movie itself, but I'm I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. They're at 71 so far, doing pretty good.
Hey,
Jared, AMC doing a Point Break series take place 35 years after the movie, and it follows Johnny Utah's daughter trying to find her missing father and a new heist crew that ties to the original. Really?
What, AMC's doing movies now? What is he talking about?
It's doing a series, Point Break series.
Yeah, but AMC, you mean American Movie Classics?
I think the Walking Dead in AMC.
Oh, right. Sorry,
yeah.
AMC.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
I am
really.
Wow, I didn't know. I wonder, is Catherine Bigelow involved? I don't know. Tom McLover at 90s. My politics are like my corn. Category subject change. Yes, 100%. I understand what you're saying. Ellipsis 10. John, what are your thoughts on Scorsese's film Silence?
I liked the film, but I understand why nobody went to see it. It really is very much a deep exploration of his feelings of faith and religion. And it's incredibly powerful, but it is slow and it is depressing as fuck. So
yeah,
it's a damn good movie, but I understand why I didn't.
Great movie.
Yeah.
And I saw it in the theater. My wife and I were supposed to go see that in the theater together. I think it was a screening or whatever it was too when it came out. And we got into some kind of fight. I don't remember what it was, but she wound up not going with me. And I went. And I remember just going and like, it was such a powerful movie. But I remember going, who's going to see this in the theater? And nobody did. But it was so good.
It really is. It's one of his best that no one talks about.
Really good. No one ever brings that movie up. And I haven't seen it since that day, but I remember going, this is a great movie.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for now. 71.
Oh, okay.
So
71.
Let's call it a day.
All right.
And I think just to clarify something in that rant, as funny as it was, I don't think you were meaning to go after people with minimum wage jobs.
No, of course not. I was just saying him specifically, not anybody. No, a job is a job. And look, you got to pay your bills. I respect it. I've been there. I've done those jobs.
Yeah.
I have nothing but love for people who work
Battery
those
just
jobs.
gets you.
But I was just going after Battery specifically.
He knew that he's laughing. He's in his bathtub farting his ass off, laughing.
Probably.
All right, where can people see you?
You guys can find me at The Roka Says on all social media. Please head on over to my YouTube channel. If you enjoy some of the barbs here, youtube.com/John Roka Says. We got Hot Mic. We got the Geek Buddies. I got my reactions and reviews tonight with Mortal Kombat 2 as well. So come and hang out with me. Have some fun with me. And I'll be doing more episodes of my Truth Show as well coming up in May and June. So come and hang out. here. Thank you, everybody. Love you. Have a great Monday. Take care of you soon. Thanks, Kristian.
Thank you, John. Thank you guys again for supporting the show here today. So tomorrow we got Roxy and Mike back. The crew is back. As I said, Kevin will be back on Wednesday. Steph's back on Thursday. Winston and Chris back on Friday. So back in motion as we were. If you didn't already subscribe to, I told you, my buddy Ming, who is the reason why I got myself back in shape and been doing a bunch of stuff. And last week I was working out with him at the gym. He's currently at 240 subscribers. He hasn't posted anything yet. He's about to. He's building up his content. He's actually probably at the gym or just finished up with Sam at the gym. We're going to be posting some videos of Sam and Ming as well too. I just posted his link in there, and then you can go and subscribe to him. Like, try to get him to 300 subscribers. Try to do that. Thank you for being here. As always, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere podcasts are found. Appreciate you very much. And we'll see you guys on the flip side.